You should have proved him wrong.
We didn't. He was right all
We're on
along.
we're on art pizza time.
Is the magma screen gray for anybody else?
Yeah, I
It is gray.
tinted it a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh, okay. Oh, little
Oh,
tint. All right, I
nice.
like it.
Yeah, there's actually like a couple colors you can choose from. I was like, you know what? Like stark white is hard for me. It just
I like it. I like it.
it might be okay with you guys, but like a white screen is tough.
No, I tint. I usually tint when I start sketches.
Okay.
So
Cool. I don't know why. It just I can even like design better with like a little bit of tint.
yeah.
But cool. All right, Brian. your
Welcome
thing.
to Art Pizza, the podcast where we give tips, tricks, bad business advice,
Damn.
opinions, and what else? Other, just general well-being advice for artists of all experience levels. I am Brian Manning, Tag Champ Brian on social media.
I am Edward Freyna. Edward draws stuff on socials.
The socials.
The socials.
Elisa, aka Rex.
I got some bad business advice or life advice.
Speaking of bad business advice, I'm just taking care of customer emails. I apologize for all
It's
that
all good.
on the show.
Hey,
mine
Blaze.
is
Blaze.
be an artist when you grow up. That's bad business advice.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Be an artist. If you want to be an artist,
you're
You can't
feeding
be.
into
What's
the starving artist trope.
I'm feeding into like the Filipino parent trope. Be a
Yeah.
doctor.
You could
Be
have been a
a doctor.
doctor or a lawyer or an accountant. But no,
One of those.
you
one of
chose to be
those-
Well,
creative.
I
Yes.
want to be a creative person. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah.
All right. Do we have a topic today? Maybe not.
Is it
Uh,
the one we've been putting off for 2 weeks? Browbeat me into doing Inktober.
Oh,
There
I'm
you
not
go.
going to participate in browbeating you into that.
Okay.
I am.
I will.
I am firmly against Inktober.
I'm not against it. I ain't got no time for that shit.
Well, you're
Yeah.
both busy with Designer Con.
Well, I don't believe in like forcing art. I don't think art should be forced.
I am the
It's
same.
not cool,
I'm the
man.
same.
It's not cool.
It's gotta be
I'm
like
not, like
free,
if I
man.
did Inktober, it wouldn't be all 31 days. It would just be an excuse to open the 2 unopened packs of Tombow pens that I've had, brush pens that I've had for years now.
They're probably dried up now, Brian.
Oh my God, you're right.
Oh, Lisa, did you ever pick up any Tombow pencils?
No, I didn't. I've been neglecting
Fresh
art
pen.
recently, to be quite honest.
Why?
I've been in. I think because from like the vacation, I just have not really drawn or done much.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do that this past weekend, but I watched Hocus Pocus instead.
It is spoopy season coming up.
Yeah, I kind of been the same. Like the past week, I always intended to do work, but I was just like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna watch movies.
September felt like a wash, honestly.
Well,
One last week, so we'll see what happens.
I luckily
You got this.
got some great critiques on a book cover, so I was able to finish that as my art task for the week. So thank you, both of you.
It
Thank
turned
you,
out awesome.
Thundercats. I'm pretty happy. I'm very happy with it, with the advice you two gave. I think it, especially the moon centered,
Yeah.
the ears on the background characters,
Are you able
I
to
have
show
one
it
note.
to the
I have
the
screen?
lights on the cop. He wants red and blue lights on the sirens, right? Is that
Yes.
your
Oh
note?
yeah.
That's my.
It didn't look good. It didn't look good. I'll try it again.
You can
I'll try
make it up. You can make it work. I can
I'll try
see
it
it.
again.
I can see
I'll
it. But I
use
do.
the blue. I use the blue from the bottom of the sky instead of the blue I was using, instead of cop car blue.
Yeah.
I use the
Just-
red from the moon and the blue.
I do.
from
I do have one more suggestion if it's not too late.
I
Just
mean,
one
it depends
tiny
how
bit.
it depends. If it's tiny, then no, it's not too late. Alan's
It's
still working on
moving the
text.
moon. It's moving the moon.
Moving
just
the
slightly,
moon?
just slightly to the right. Just a
Oh,
little bit.
Hang
to
on,
the
I gotta
right.
see. I gotta look at it again.
I think you might be right though, because the wolf is very left heavy and the moon is centered.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like it's
you're
like a little
right.
too heavy on that left
You
side.
might
just
be right.
gotta
Wait,
bring. I mean, the size of the moon is good. Just gotta
Just
bring it back over.
Say
scooch
that
it.
again. Oh, just
Move the moon to the right.
I'm
You know how
looking
the
at it
wolf
now.
is
Yep.
very upper left?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's easy.
There you go.
That's easy. You're
Yeah.
early, Phoenix. You're way early.
Phoenix is jealous of the Art Pizza podcast.
I know.
So like, I want to be an artist when I grow up in
Put a
my next
Tombow in that
life.
cat's paws. See what
There
happens.
you go.
Blaze is asking if we want to discuss the mystery of con crud. It's not a mystery.
What is con
it's
crud?
What is
it's
Concord?
how every time you go to a convention, you just get sick. It used to just be
Oh.
like a flu. Now it's COVID.
Now it's
I
It's no
COVID.
mystery.
I'll
It's no
vouch for that.
mystery.
Is it really a mystery? People are
Just
gross.
cold, flu. Yeah,
Mystery
because people.
solved.
Yeah.
People are
When
nasty.
I did Lightbox, one of the things I liked was being behind the table. It gave me about
a
The
buffer
so
zone.
far.
yeah.
Buffer zone. But I mean, I talk to a lot of people. I like talking to people these things, but it's just
Yeah.
like, hey, we're right here. We're
I'm gonna
far
have one of
enough
those
where I think.
plastic shields.
Yeah. Get
Spit
the
guard
mirror
myself.
the
The spit
mirror
guard.
tint one that like where you look like what's her face from Mass Effect? Have you seen the full face visor
No.
that's like completely mirror tinted?
No, but you make me want to just get like a Daft Punk helmet now.
I mean, it's safer. It's safer.
Mass Effect helmet. Let me look that up. Mass Effect helmet.
Oh, we should do that at the table. Both of us each have a different Daft Punk helmet.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
I wish I could be helmeted all the time.
Really?
I think that's what I love about the Mandalorians. I'm like, man, those are my kind of people. I would be
They don't
in a
fuck around with
helmet
their faces.
24/7 if I could.
They're like, don't ever show your face.
I love
Deal.
that.
Deal. If I
wanna-
can do that. I can
just wanna
abide by
wear a
that
helmet.
rule.
Just follow that one rule.
Like sometimes if I like ride on the back of Chris's motorcycle with him and like we have like stop to go somewhere, I just leave my helmet on. And Chris is like, "Why don't you take your helmet off?" I'm like, "I like wearing this.
I feel cool.
I feel amazing. I
I
feel
think
me.
another-
It's like how a furry must feel when they put on their fursuit.
Oh,
That's how
yeah,
I feel with
like,
a helmet.
You
I'm
can
like,
be yourself behind like that
yeah.
obstruction. But I think con crud, another reason is you're just so exhausted that your immune system's
The
probably
immune
just
system's weakened. Yeah.
taxed. Yeah, because you're
Mhm.
just wearing yourself out.
Solve that mystery.
It's like 3
Mystery
days of
solved.
just walking around and just
Let's just
breathing other
pound,
people's air.
Liquid IVs.
Just
And,
rolled tongue, coughing in everyone's
Airborne's, just
faces.
pop in
Yeah,
airborne's.
airborne.
Oh yeah, start
Zinc, lots
snorting,
of vitamin C.
Yeah, we're just
snorting
gonna
zinc,
snort some-
airborne, crush it
Oh,
up
that's
real
so-
good.
Yeah. Let's have it on
imagine
the table, the booth table, and they're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
You guys
Lines
want
of
some
airborne.
lines?
"Zinc."
Just cutting it off with your credit card.
You're
I'm getting
early.
too into that.
All right, come here.
Uh,
We haven't started drawing yet, Phoenix. Come here.
Phoenix, god damn it.
We haven't started drawing yet. She's fine.
Oh, we still
Aw.
have to pull. Yeah, let
Put
me
her on
pull
the
the
pod.
cards. All
Gonna
right.
be on the
I've already
podcast. Phoenix.
Oh my god.
I wish my cat would hang out, but he don't give a shit about me. He's fed.
Your
He's fed.
cat.
He's fed. That's why he's not around.
Oh, he's like, I don't need you, human.
All right, for the first one, the blue one. Oh here, Snotty.
Oh, we did that
Or-
already. That's gross.
Oh, we did.
It's
Oh yeah, we
gross.
did do that. Okay, how did I get back in?
Talk about con crud.
Concrete.
Topical.
All right. Here, let me shuffle a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Okay, here we go. Firefighting or
What's a
sleeping.
firefight. Firefighting.
Firefighting or sleeping.
I'm gonna go with the fire department version of firefighting, not the dude bro military stuff. I
Okay.
write about that all the time. I want to do some firefighters,
The
firemen,
next, the next one.
fire
I'm
force.
gonna do mine like a fireman calendar. Isn't that a thing?
I think it is a thing. Sexy
It is a
firefighters.
thing. Sexy firefighters. Oh, this one. Here you go. Goblin or doll. We could do sexy goblin firefighters. Or a doll.
I mean, goblin is a great word.
Goblin is a great word. It's a
Yeah.
fun thing to draw to.
And the wild card's blank. That's weird.
Oh, is that like a fill in your
Like you
own
can,
silly
fill in your
answer?
own.
Almog, hey! Is
Hey,
the link in
Almog.
Discord? Edward?
Oh yeah. Let me drop that link since I always forget, and
Come
I
on.
won't
Now's your chance to jump in.
I
And
won't
then
steal your
remind-
lair. I won't steal your lair.
Make sure to call Edward out when he takes your layers.
Dang. Okay, and the wild card is Disco Dance Party
Oh my
Wow, that
Or-
sounds a lot.
or Ninja.
Oh, definitely ninja. Firefighting ninja goblins. Come on.
Or Sleeping Goblin Ninjas.
Sleeping ninja doll sounds like the most boring.
It was just
So
ninjas.
firefighter.
Just ninjas.
Okay.
Just ninjas or Disco Dance Party.
That's too much.
Definitely goblin. That gets my vote.
Goblin. Yeah,
Okay.
firefighting goblin. I say ninjas.
Firefighting ninja goblins. All right.
Can you hear her purring?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's
All right,
just
you're done, Denise.
all
I gotta
stop
draw now.
talking and we'll have Phoenix ASMR as we
Just
draw.
purring in the mic.
All
All
right.
right.
Claws.
So Goblin for sure. I want to do
Firefighting.
Ninja, but I'm trying to figure out a firefighting ninja. Or maybe
I mean, he fights
so
fires
weird.
with his swords, with his water sword.
with his
Hmm.
water sword. He's a water ninja. He's a water ninja goblin.
Water ninja goblin.
Maybe if anything, I'll do at least Ninja Goblin.
Definitely. That's the least you could do.
At the least.
At the least.
Oh,
Oh,
are we going to
gosh.
do a full body at least? Since it's a ninja, you need to get there.
I could just do a masked face and be done with it.
Dang it!
That's no. We'll see. We'll see if I
With the firefighter helmet.
I'm trying to think. I need to Google what a goblin looks like.
I've played enough D&D. I think I know.
I guess they are.
What
They're
a-
like troll, Warcraft.
They're like little-
troll-ish, impish.
I like to call them little orcs almost.
Yeah.
Little orcs. Like goblins were the ones that were trying to eat the hobbits, right? When the other
Yes.
orc declared that meat's back on the menu.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
were all orcs technically.
Those
right?
were they called those orcs, which they look like trolls to me.
But they were goblinish. They were goblins.
I base everything off of World of Warcraft.
I can't see,
See
the cruiser.
The cursor. Can I change the background color to a bit lighter?
I guess you are. Yeah. Does that help you?
Did that help?
Fine. Fine.
So much for
Elmo.
that tinted background.
I didn't even know. Was there a cursor?
Well, I guess the
he's using a mouse, right?
pen. Yeah.
Oh, you're using a mouse. I gotcha.
Oh. Well. All right.
Let me.
Let's see.
Oh boy. Yeah, like this week has it's kind of been shot. I mean, yesterday I did do a lot of like 3D printing.
Oh, that's good.
I spent a good chunk of the day just cranking out prints and stuff. It's
For
just a
the-
matter of like sanding them and then priming them and then painting them. It's just like
The
lot of
whole, I
work.
like how you just kept going. The whole process of it.
it's the whole process.
The whole
Exactly.
damn thing. Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Yeah. And then Alexis was supposed to come, but then that kind of she had to cancel, so we had to.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's like whatever, kid. You just keep doing
Did
college.
she hear back about the thing that she did though?
Oh yeah. Not yet. No, I think she should hear back
Okay.
in a couple days. But like part
That's
of the
cool.
interview was actually, I guess the job is like student ambassador. So it's kind of like a job where you like give tours of the school.
Yeah.
So part of her interview was giving a tour of the whole school.
Oh, she had to do it?
So it's like
Yeah.
see how she conducts a tour.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure she did fine. She likes to yap. So I guess she had to study like all the buildings on campus and stuff like that. So,
That's actually pretty cool.
but
Good luck
hopefully
to
she gets
her.
a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely keeping herself busy. It's funny. Last weekend, she was in her room, and I was kind of. This is just dad talk about kids today.
It's all right.
I said, "What do you do?" Because her roommate was out of town, so she was kind of by herself. And then she's like, "Yeah, there's a bunch of parties, but like I don't want to go."
You're like, good,
Uh,
good, good.
But then I was like, I kind of like it. I wound up like encouraging her, like,
Oh,
I
to
mean,
like
still be
socialize.
safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Was
'cause,
she? Was it like out of nervousness or was it like shyness? Like,
probably more nervousness because you hear
yeah.
these stories about people trying to roofie your drinks and stuff
Oh,
like
for
that.
sure. I mean, that's
Yeah,
it's never
so
ending. Yeah.
I wound up just be careful. Your mom got you one of those drink covers,
Oh, that's
like
cute.
porn.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to drink, you don't have to. And it's
Yeah.
funny. She's like, one of the she told me, which I thought was hilarious. Like one of the reasons she doesn't want to try drinking is because she's seen Brittany at my house.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's
no.
funny. That's funny.
Just get totally hammered, and she's like, Brittany's a hot mess when she comes over. I'm like,
Oh,
that's just Brittany.
yeah.
Oh, now you're
it's- I mean,
softening it. So
Yeah.
I will say, she's never been drunk before, though. Your daughter?
No, she didn't. Yeah, she didn't really go to like parties in high school and stuff.
Mhm.
Not that she couldn't. I think she just didn't appeal to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it. That's how I was.
Yeah.
know,
Same. I didn't go to
Me,
like a party until I was like 19.
oh, I was.
Well, I
I think I was
guess
going
like
to parties at like 15.
yeah.
But it's good that she's like that. But
Yeah.
she did have fun, and I told her have fun, not too much fun, and like just text me when you get home. And then I fell asleep, and then I saw she text me at like 3:30 in the morning. I'm like,
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
So she went?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But I didn't think it was gonna be like that late. I was like, "What were you doing?" I was like, "We left and we got tacos with some
Oh,
friends."
classic.
That's
Yeah.
That's a great
proper.
time.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
That's cool. She went
Yeah.
with like people she knew then.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
So,
Good for her.
but
Sometimes
she's
it's like
still-
even if you're not into those things, it's like just go for the sake of going. It's go for the experience,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
hang.
Just don't be like that. Don't be like Dad, where you just wanted to experience too much. I probably just overdid it.
Or Brittany, who's a hot mess when she.
Or Brittany, if you're listening, it's you
It's all
know,
love. It's all love.
It's all love. Thanks for being a great role model.
Well, it's also that's kind of like not a good excuse because I feel like Brittany drinking at your house is like she's like family, so she's like comfortable. That'd be like different,
Yeah.
like at a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever people drink at my house, it's always like I try to make sure.
Yeah, you're
everyone's
taking
having
like
a good-
especially when someone knows they're looked after. I feel like you're less inhibited to
Yeah.
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
more careful.
Shit goes down at my house. I feel like that would be my fault. So I'm like,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be okay. Everyone has a place to crash. You know. But that is funny though. When she said that, I was just like, I need.
That's really
like,
cute.
should-
That she's a dork. I love it.
Mm.
It's relatable. To me and Brian.
Yes.
We are losers.
No, you guys are just smart.
Yeah.
You guys were
Wow.
probably.
I didn't do it because I was like, I'm better than them. I know that that's a bad idea. I just was not very social.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
exactly how I was as well. I just didn't really have the friends to be doing that kind of stuff. Although I will say, like the first time I got drunk at a party, it like really changed the course of my life because I was like so embarrassed by my behavior. It like really changed everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I like made a complete fool out of myself, and
Mm.
I was like, well, never gonna do that again. And I never did.
It happens to everyone though. It happens.
I just learned early though. I was like, I don't like how I felt. I don't like. Plus, me, I have like control issues anyway, so it's like I really don't like um, drinking
Not
too
being in
much to the
control.
point. Yeah, I feel like I'm
Did
very
you remember
annoying
how
as a drunk.
all the goofy stuff you did, or
Yeah, it was it's funny actually. I was making out with a boy that I liked, and then we like fell,
oh, sorry.
and then we knocked over a lamp, and I think the lamp broke, and the guy that
Ooh.
owned the house like started yelling at us, and I felt that, and I embarrass easy anyway. So then add alcohol to the mix, and I just started like I started crying. It was like so bad.
Oh man.
So it
Oh,
was just like really awkward. But
Yeah.
you know, lessons learned. So
lessons learned.
yeah.
Well, at least that deterred you. For me, I would have just been like, they wouldn't have cared.
Yes, I care too much. That's my problem.
Yeah. Oh,
I
that's
remember
good.
a coworker when I was at WMS saying he knows that he had a good night when he drank so much he blacked out and can't remember it. And it's like, well, then how do you know you had a good night?
Yeah, what the
That sounds like you don't enjoy your
that
life.
doesn't make sense.
He woke up with no pants on. That's how he knew.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris called you out. Chris called you out.
Ooh.
That's what you get for making out with other guys.
Before you even knew him,
How
you
dare
could have been
I?
saving yourself for him. Damn it, Elisa.
Yeah.
What's
That's
wrong
what
with
I
you?
get. That's what I get for being a flooze.
Oh, hi, Chris. By the way,
Oh, hello, Chris.
Chris came back, right?
He
He's
came back. Yeah, I picked him up today from the airport.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, Chris.
Oh, is he out of
everything
town
is
again?
good.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Oh.
was. He was in New York for a week, taking care of his parents.
Oh.
Like a good son.
He is a good son.
Me, I won't see my parents for like years. I'm like, oh,
That's crazy.
I
Yours
know.
is insane. That's crazy.
I
I'm lucky
know.
my
I
parents live
know.
like 10 minutes away. I was just over there last week, so
No, trust me. If my parents lived here in town, I would be over there for
Yeah, I'm
dinner
sure you
all the
would.
time.
Yeah.
You know, like I get mad at my siblings because they could always be around my parents and they just
Mhm.
they
choose,
choose
not
not
to.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
That's what
but they're there
happens,
for like
yeah.
Thanksgiving and stuff, right? Holidays at least, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my brother's over there more helping out since my parents are a little older now, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the shape of my guy's head.
That's kind of
Kind
cool.
of like
It's like exaggerated. I like it.
still working out the sketch, I think.
Yeah. This is my problem.
Is
I
it-
always like go hard on the face, and then I'm like, oh yeah, body. I forgot about that.
One day.
One
We're
day.
I'm just gonna say the prompt is body. Body.
Just six pack.
Bodies.
Yeah. And the next prompt will be 6-pack. And then the last prompt will be the legs and feet.
Legs. Dad bods.
Dad bods. I think me and Brian know about dad bods.
I know all about that.
I'm proud of it. Damn it.
Very happy.
People like a dad bod. Most women, I would say, like a dad
I mean, I have to
mean-
take their word for it 'cause I'm off the market.
bod.
I just assume because I'm still married that Rachel just she likes it, I guess. I guess. she deals.
It's why you hear the term dad bod. You'd never hear the term mom bod. It's just unacceptable.
Not in our society. The mom bods are good. I saw like I sent Josh a video earlier of Christina Aguilera and
Oh my God.
singing with
And-
what's his name? Machine Gun Kelly, and he was playing this shitty guitar.
Mhm.
And then I was like I didn't even believe he was really playing good guitar, but I was looking at Christina Aguilera and I was like, I miss her pre-Ozempic body.
Oh, when
Like-
she was like a little
The-
more overweight.
You know, when she was overweight, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was fine with that because like I feel
I
like
haven't
we
seen
had
her
grown
lately.
up
I
together
did-
like that.
She
I did
looks
see her
her.
the voice body. That was it.
Yeah,
haven't
she
seen her
has
lately.
gone down to like the OG Christina Aguilera body from the OZ.
That was
yeah.
like
it
kind of
is.
unhealthy, wasn't it? Wasn't
She
Yeah.
looks.
super
I
skinny?
mean,
Or was she
she's
just always tiny?
she's pretty thin. She's pretty thin now. It's kind of. Although I think
Yeah.
she looks. I think she looks healthier than she did
Oh, okay.
in like the Dirty video where she was like really really skinny.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
But I'm like, holy shit, Ozempic is nuts, dude. It's like-
I just watched a video.
I couldn't believe when I saw her. I was like, holy crap.
I just watched a video talking about how much the company charges like companies here in the US, and since so many people are just getting that prescription because they're technically obese and can get it,
Mhm.
it's costing Medicare like hundreds of millions of dollars in some states, and they're like, hey,
Wow.
we gotta negotiate these prices. So
Mhm.
fortunately it's been 7 years, so Medicare is allowed to negotiate prices for that next cycle.
Okay.
But it's wild. I had no idea how just widespread it was.
Yeah.
Mm.
I thought
It's-
everyone was just dieting.
It's
No.
really insane to look at certain celebrities that were just kind of always heavier
Mhm.
or like just more natural looking. And yeah, like I think
And certain
Kelly,
ex-presidents.
Kelly Clarkson looks, it's just interesting
Yeah.
because you're kind of like
Yeah.
used to their frame
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
you're just like, oh, look at that.
I don't
Oh,
know.
would you look at that?
I
Would
think
you look at
I,
that?
I think I'm a fan of like a thick girl though. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. But
You're not
I-
the only
You're
one.
into,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's, I think quite a few would agree with you.
Thick with two
Okay.
C's didn't get popular because they like skinny
yeah,
girls.
exactly. Exactly. And I think it's okay to be like that. I mean, be healthy, of course, but it's just
Yeah.
Sir Mix-a-Lot didn't rap about loving string beans.
That's right.
exactly.
String beans. Those
Oh, man.
Oakland booties.
I think this is what a Ninja Star looks like, but
Yeah.
I'm not-
I'd say go with it.
That's one of them.
that's one of them.
That's one of the ones you can order in the back of Black Belt magazine.
There you go. I remember a time when everything was mail order from a magazine because there wasn't internet. to,
I
like, just-
remember those times.
yeah,
8 to 12 week delivery,
Yeah.
mail order everything.
that was quick.
Yeah.
I remember I
Oh, I
ordered,
got it in 8 weeks.
I ordered triops from the back of a magazine. You ever hear of triops?
Tryout?
No,
What
what
is
is
Yeah.
that?
You know, like people used to order sea monkeys.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like triops eat sea monkeys.
Oh, so you were like, screw the sea monkeys.
Yeah,
I got the
Triops look like they're like little tiny horseshoe crabs basically. They're like prehistoric.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, you get like these eggs. You would get like a packet of eggs and then you get this little plastic tank. It was just like a rectangle. And
uh-huh.
then you put a little sand and distilled water and you put it under a heat lamp and then the eggs hatch and you have these little triops and then they eat brine shrimp, which are like sea monkeys.
Oh, wow.
And it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I can't pick colors again. Come on.
My mom hated my sea monkeys. She thought I was just growing bacteria.
I mean, not wrong.
Yeah, and then one day I come home from school, like the sea monkey tank's gone. So, like,
Oh
Aw.
no, that's kind of what happened with my triops, honestly. The tank
See?
got really cloudy, and then it was just
Mhm.
like, these
Mom was
probably are
like,
dead,
we're
right?
done.
I was like, are they? I don't know. They probably are still alive. Nope.
Yeah.
Into the
Down the
garbage.
toilet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit, what happened?
sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
Sorry.
whoa, calm down.
No, I thought I had the lasso fill tool, but it was the paint bucket.
All right.
Oh, okay. Forgiven, Brian, forgiven.
So Alan and I actually ordered with one of our other friends. We ordered I forget which magazine it was, but it was one of those programs to increase your vertical hop. because we were way into basketball,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
and
so
they were
cute.
touting the MWW system, which we found out meant magic waist weights. So we got this program, and we were it was the most common sense set of like calf exercises and jump training.
Uh,
But we're
It's
like
like-
not even mad because we fell for that marketing. We're like, this is some good sales letter writing right
Yeah.
here. So we just that inspired us for like a lot of the ads we do today
Yeah.
are inspired by that $3 program. It was like a $2 to increase your vertical leap by like 8 inches, or like, yeah, I think it was 8 inches, or $3 for 12 inches. So of course we paid the $3. We're not chumps,
Yeah. Only
except the fact that we
best.
didn't increase our vertical limit. But it was basically you take apart ankle weights and make a belt out of it. And now they have weighted vests for all that stuff. So you don't need
Right.
the MWW. But it
That's
like
cool.
inspired us with goofy, like the Mad Men of our day
That's funny.
was magazine sales pitches.
I think the only thing I ever got in mail order. Well, I always wanted a wrestling belt because I remember in the back of wrestling magazines there was
Yeah,
like a little ad where you could buy all the different belts, but you could never know what you were gonna get.
yeah, you know those probably look jank.
Yeah, but one thing I did get was like some kind of memory type thing, like to remember. It was like I just remember it was like 12 cassettes. And
Oh,
you just
wow.
had to follow these lessons just to remember anything. Like
Did it work?
I
Did
don't
they
know.
use the memory palace technique?
It's probably what it was, but I guess it worked to a point, but I don't think I ever finished listening to all the tapes.
Oh,
For some reason, somehow I got my parents to buy it for me, and I was like, "This is what I wanted as a kid. I didn't want toys
They're like-
or anything.
That's their reaction's like, okay.
Like he's a
This is-
weird one,
this is like, okay. Sure.
but if he wants to improve his memory, cool.
Yeah.
He'll do better in school, I guess.
I guess." And that's probably how I was trying to sell it to him. Yeah, like, hey, I'll do better in school.
Yeah.
I could have done better in school if I wanted to. That's the thing.
Yeah. I actually got an audiobook on improving your memory, and I love it because I'll never forget the title. That's how you know it's a good book on memory. It's called Moonwalking with Einstein. Like that's
Oh, yeah.
how you tell people
Title.
you'll remember everything, is you'll never forget the name of that book.
Mhm. Moonwalking.
That
with
actually
Einstein.
that's a
Moonwalking
great
with
title, I have to
Einstein.
say.
Yeah.
Like if I saw that in a bookstore, I'd definitely
Like,
Pick it
okay,
up.
what is this about?
yeah, I would pick that up and flip through it.
Damn it, iPad.
You can't pick colors either.
I'm trying to access the brushes.
They won't even let you get the brushes?
No, I can, but I don't know how to open up that window bigger.
Oh. Yeah, you have to use the little scroll bar, sadly.
Lame. Just want the ink brush. Now it's making me rename stuff.
I forgot I had a friend that would order all of the crazy, insane, like martial art systems from like Black Belt Magazine,
Uh-huh.
because they all had like very generous return policies. So he was always taking advantage of that.
Mhm.
So we were watching like the craziest, like there's this program talking about increase your oxygen 400% by laughing. And we watched the video. They never mentioned it. It was just some guy beating up his students while laughing. I was like, oh, okay.
I
Okay,
picture
that's-
like
okay.
Rex Kwon Do from
Rex
Napoleon.
Rex Kwon Do.
That's basically the kind of stuff you
Yeah.
got in the back of Black Belt Magazine. It was pretty funny.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think I got a couple of those, but I was definitely more into like Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Definitely the better magazine. When I was doing Kung Fu, though, we read a lot of Inside Kung Fu and Black Belt magazine, though.
Okay.
They had the secrets on how to defeat the Gracie family when the UFC came out.
Oh, wow. The secrets.
And they were all dumb, too. Like, none of these are going to work.
Mm.
Just go do some jujitsu or wrestling.
Yeah, probably the time I was reading that, I was taking Hapkido.
Oh, yeah.
my God, I
back
haven't heard that
then.
terminology in so long.
That's your people.
That's your people.
I know, it's
That's
so
Korean.
funny.
That's your people.
Hapkido.
It was cool though. I enjoyed
did.
it.
I did taekwondo.
I like
for a hot
Hapkido. It's a
second.
cool.
Oh, did you?
I-
Okay.
Yeah.
You did taekwondo?
Hated it. Hated
You
it.
hate taekwondo?
Really?
Yeah, it's definitely not for me. I was too soft for it.
Oh.
Oh, my daughter was too soft for it.
I
And
was, yeah.
we used to make fun of her. Not make fun of her, but when she did her moves, because she took like dance before.
Oh, so it's
taekwondo.
soft and flowery.
Oh, is she like more
Yes.
fluid? Yeah.
You have more fluid.
Yeah.
Say, no, you're fighting, Alexis. Come on.
Breakdance fighting.
We'd always get nervous during testing though, because they always had to break boards. And I'd be like, oh, she can't break that board. She can't I've seen her
Also,
in
what's gonna
class.
break her hands?
Yeah. Because I've seen her in class and she always had a hard time, but she always pulled it off for testing. I don't
Oh,
know if
that's good.
something just
Yeah.
switched because she had to.
That's wood was kind of soft though. That's
Yeah.
used for break.
Yeah, it wasn't oak.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah,
But
it's-
it's fine.
You know?
Yeah. That's
They
so
didn't want to
funny.
hurt kids.
Yeah.
It was like a self-esteem thing.
Yeah. My brother is a black belt in taekwondo though. He stuck
Oh,
with it.
nice.
Yeah.
He didn't give up.
No, but he was the boy. He had to stay.
Oh, okay.
They were like, at least it's gonna go in art classes. You though, continue to get your ass kicked.
He had to honor the family.
Yeah.
Don't you dare dishonor.
Honorable. Dishonorable. Oh my god, what's going on with his hand?
Look at you drawing a body. Look at that.
It's not great. It's so disproportionate. Oh man, I
Yeah,
can't
it's
draw.
actually not.
I need
it's
to do some
actually
more
bad.
anatomy stuff. I haven't drawn anatomy in quite some time.
It's just practice. We'll get back into it one day.
Yeah.
I definitely want to start doing that again on Discord.
Yeah.
Life drawing.
Once I'm not busy. I
Yeah.
told Elisa I took on another Blizzard gig.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Like, why would I do that
Insanity.
to
know it was
myself right
coming, but-
now?
Yeah. I know it was coming, but like, wow.
Yeah. And
Kinda
like Ryan
smooth.
hit me up and he's like, hey, do you mind doing a card or two? And I'm like, a card or two?
Two.
Two?
Wait, did you agree to do two after all?
I think I'm just gonna do one. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like
Two seems so
lose my
excessive.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one now, like with all the stuff we have going on, is just
Mhm.
like, but I couldn't pass it off. I was like, what's wrong with me? I'm just like, I'm just gonna do it. I can do it.
You're a masochist.
Yeah, I like pain. Pain
Yeah.
is
Suffering
that's
is
my-
good.
Suffering.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm alive.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
I feel something.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. I'm excited. I'm always excited to do.
I mean,
Hearthstone
it's hard to.
stuff.
I'd imagine it's hard to pass up something of that
The
caliber.
Blizzard,
Yeah, it's just like they're too
Yeah.
big to not take a job like that.
Yeah,
I almost feel like, yeah.
it's not just like a regular dude. Like, hey, can you draw me
Yeah.
some space goblins?
yeah.
You know, like,
It's not a regular company. It's a cool company.
it's
Yeah.
a
Definitely
cool company.
prestigious.
Yeah, prestigious. That's a good word.
Yeah, it's good on the resume, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh man. And not that I would burn bridges, like turning it down, but I don't want to stop asking.
That's
Oh,
that's when you had told me. That's how I was like. I feel like that's kind of like another thing too. It's like you kind of have to almost always be available in a sense because they'll be like, oh, he can't hack it. Next.
Yeah. He's too busy.
He's too busy with his convention. Never mind.
This other artist is hungrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, no, I got it. No, I don't need sleep. I don't need sanity. It's fine.
It's cool that he keeps asking you though. That's good.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel
That
like
means
I'm
they like you.
Yeah, they must like me. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm part of their what do they call it? Bullpen?
Their
They're like
roster.
Their
revolving.
roster.
They're yeah. You're on the roster.
I'm on the roster.
The Rolodex.
Yeah. I feel like when I see those other guys on there, I'm like, oh, I must be the least prestigious guy on this list.
Aw.
Oh,
Well, like, maybe because I'm just such a fan of like a lot of the artists that do
Oh.
cards for them.
Yeah,
It's like,
like-
oh, why am I even here?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you're with like
you
Nicolas
recall-
Saviori and all those guys.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
crazy.
they probably think that, or not, maybe not all of them, but some of them think the same thing about their peers. So
Yeah.
But those guys, yeah, like I'm just like, well, it's a good
Yeah,
place
like
to
a
be.
Max Grecki or something.
Yeah,
It's like the elites of the art world.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, I
But
don't
that's
see them
not to
passing it
say-
up.
Yeah, but that's not to say you don't belong, you know.
No, yeah, I know. It's
It's a little bit of that imposter syndrome probably
yeah.
creeping.
don't you dare.
Don't you dare. But I think I've gotten better over the years, especially like doing like Lightbox last year and then doing the ZennerCon. I like maybe I'm somebody.
You are somebody.
You are a person.
you are
You
a
are
human being.
yeah, you are a human being. Yeah.
A human being.
A
Human
human
being.
being. No, that's what I feel like the thought of somebody even wanting your art is like such a flattering,
Yeah.
truly
Yeah.
flattering concept. I would imagine no matter how successful you are. If you're not a
Yeah.
total asshole about it, it must be just like, oh, somebody likes my stuff. How nice. I mean, that's all
That's it.
any artist really is looking for is just someone to value your art.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
And I never felt that I needed it because I feel like I didn't get that growing up. Like, hey,
Mhm.
great job, son. Not to make it sound sad.
Yeah, that
You know?
sounds sad for a moment there.
You didn't get that growing up?
I
you said?
didn't. No, I didn't get that. That's why I didn't
Oh,
really
wow.
get into art until like later. It was
Wow.
almost like, oh, I must be not that. And there were a lot of kids in like school that were way better.
Mm.
And then I see those guys now on like Facebook. They didn't even follow art.
No.
They
Are you
just-
kidding? Wow.
They just wound up working for like the metro station, and I'm like, well, you could have been an amazing
Could have
artist.
been somebody, yeah. But I think that goes to show how brutal art could be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
It's not-
unforgiving
It really is.
because everyone
really
wants art
is.
for cheap or free.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I
And
think
probably
some-
because I.
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think for people like non-artists, I think a lot of people, from my personal experience, I think a lot of people view art as like, oh, you have like this God-given gift, and that's like
So
awesome that you
owe
have,
us.
or even like it just everything must be so easy for you because it's like
Oh,
you
right.
look at how easy drawing is for you, but it's like no, it's like perhaps it appears easy on the surface, but like art is so hard. Like to make something that somebody visually is like, yep, that's it, that's what I want. It's like hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, it's not easy
Yeah.
at
we
all.
practiced to get this. We
No,
didn't-
but I think yeah, like a normie, a non-art person, I think sometimes has a unrealistic notion
Yeah.
of what it takes to be an artist.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I argue with Rachel all the time because she's like, "Oh, it comes so natural to you. You have like like more of like a natural talent." And it's like,
She's a quitter.
I was like,
She's a
yeah,
quitter.
it's like, yeah. I'm just like, it's not. It's hard work. This is like over 20 years of me working to make it look easy.
Yeah.
She could have had it too.
She could have had it too, but she gave up. She gave up. No, I used to like her drawings back in school, but I think it was just I think when you're with someone that it gets a little too competitive, so you're just like, you know
Mm.
what, I'm not gonna do it.
There's
She
only
draws
room
every
for
once
one
in a while.
artist.
Yeah, exactly.
What was she
Uh,
going to school for?
Animation with me.
Oh,
That's how
cool.
that's how we met. We like
Yeah.
first day of school, we were in a survey media class. It was a random class. Um, and I was like, I think I walked in the room and I was just scoping the room. I'm like, I'm gonna sit next to her over there. Everyone else looks like a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah.
But no, she draws once
That's
in a
cool.
while.
Yeah,
But
I
I
knew
think,
like you met her in school. I didn't know it was like also she was wanting to be an animator. It's really cool.
oh yeah, she was actually a better animator than me.
Oh
Like back
wow.
then. Yeah, it took me a long time to just understand like just timing and rhythm,
Mhm.
and it was like, but she had a knack for it. She actually
That's
won a
cool.
few Best of Quarter awards while we were at school,
Oh wow.
so she's got it in her.
What the heck?
And
I
she
know.
quit.
Now you'd never know.
Yeah, it makes you
There's
wonder
always
like
that.
how many artists and like great works we don't get a chance to see. Just
Oh,
people like
there's
give up.
tons,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ton of work out there that's probably will never see the light of day.
Mhm.
But I think that's why like artists' work in general is no matter what type of artist you are, as long as you're a real human.
Mhm.
Not AI.
Oh yeah.
I think it's important to just understand that every little bit of work you do, even if you think it's good or bad, this is all the work you'll ever have in your life cycle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Oh
that's
man,
why
when you
like
say it like that, I gotta
well,
draw
yeah,
more.
exactly.
Oh my god.
But whenever I hear of like an artist that passed when they were like kind of young, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, we'll never get to enjoy more of their work. Like what could have been,
I know. I think
you
about that
know?
with Kim Jong-gi,
Kim Jong-gi, yeah, that
Yeah,
especially.
exactly.
Just man, I truly believe he was like a genius of our
Oh yeah,
modern generation. It's just
Yeah.
his mind was incredible.
I'm just glad
It's a damn
I
shame.
was able to like be in that time period to witness it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To actually like own some of his art is just like it was just a brief period in time. You
Whoa,
know?
Yeah.
what was that?
There's something going on with
With what?
I don't know.
Magma.
Magma.
Sometimes you have to apparently refresh the browser
Mm.
if you can't color pick anymore on the iPad. It has like a refresh issue.
Yeah, I don't even want to bother with that right now, so I just
Oh,
I'm
Like
gonna stick
enough.
with
I've had enough.
grayscale.
Ninja Goblins is kind of fun.
I mean, drawing ninjas is kind of a
Right.
classic move. I feel like I
Yeah.
used to draw a lot of ninjas.
Oh yeah, like to
Just
me,
like
like
no
when I think of
nose.
ninjas,
Yeah, no nose is like drawing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
yeah, like ninjas to me, like for some reason, 1986. That is like the key
Pete
time I
Ninja.
remember. Pete
Uh,
Ninja.
Mhm.
Yeah, because by then, like all the big ninja movies were already out. You already had
Yeah,
Revenge of the Ninja, Pray for Death,
American Ninja.
American Ninja was out. Yeah,
All those old like martial arts type action
Mhm.
movies. Obviously, Brian was inspired by.
very
Clearly.
obviously inspired by.
That's an interesting time period for
Oh yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
just pop culture in general, where
Mhm.
ninjas were everywhere.
Yeah.
They were on episodes of Knight Rider.
Yeah, they were.
Man. You know, I just listened to that theme song the other day. It popped up, and I'm
Knight
like,
Rider?
man, that's such a
It's so
freaking
good.
cool,
It's so
Oh,
good.
that's a banger right
such
there.
a
Yeah.
good
That-
beat. I was like, man, this is like it
That
didn't
beat.
seems
Oh,
like
that's
not
a
of its
bass line
time.
or-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
And-
like did it, did it, did it, did
Yeah.
it, did it.
Busta Rhymes like had
Yes, yeah,
sampled
yeah.
it for one of his
Mhm.
songs. Timbaland and Magoo used it for one of their songs. Like it was hot.
Magoo.
Rest in peace, Magoo.
Rest in peace, Magoo.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of rappers,
Oh, did he?
Yo, did he?
calling that Diddy shit. That
Ooh,
is. I read the affidavit or whatever the court.
We knew it was coming though, because they were already
There's so much
talking
out
about
there.
it like months ago.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
just
feel
crazy when I
like-
rewatched like the Cat Williams clip. It's like, oh,
Oh,
he
right,
straight
yeah.
up name dropped him in that.
Yeah,
Oh, Cat Williams didn't give a shit.
he tried to
I-
warn us.
I just feel like there's going to be a lot of people implicated, and someone's going to wind up hanging in their jail cell.
No,
Not
that's
to me being dark, but
no. I
He's
agree.
gonna didn't kill himself.
Gonna
He's
Epstein
gonna
himself.
didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
he's not going to. He's going to unalive himself for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's pretty wild though.
Yeah.
He knows too many names.
You know what I was thinking about though? You know when like people that get to that level, like P. Diddy and like all the rich people, it's like, man, they all get like weird sexual stuff. And I feel like it's like you get to a point where like normal shit ain't cutting it for you and you get
Yeah,
Yeah.
weirder.
they
And it's
can't-
like, man, that power is so strange. That seems to always be the case.
Bill Cosby was like that before he got rich, though.
That's a
And that wait, he wasn't like he was another level. He was just a straight up drugging rapist.
yeah.
He wasn't like another level like Diddy and Epstein.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just very, very
Like I
bizarre.
guess billionaire is the threshold.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
Bezos, Zuckerberg, they're next.
They all got their weird little orgies, whatever that's going
Yeah.
on over there.
Yeah, I'm interested what's on the tapes and who's
Mhm.
involved.
I feel really terrible for Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh
saw
yeah.
Clip. There's like a clip that was circulating of P. Diddy and Bieber like in a recording studio, and he's confronting him about why he hasn't seen him in so long. And he's like, I thought we were like bros or whatever, and like you changed your number on me or something. And like Bieber's like stuttering to answer. And it's like
It's clear he was
in the
trying to avoid-
context now, it's like, yeah, he did not want to be around him or associate with him anymore. And it's like so sad because he's so much younger than him.
Yeah.
He's like a
Yeah.
child, and it's just it's like really sad.
All the hate he got, it almost seems like, oh, he's probably dealing with a lot of PTSD
Yeah.
from his childhood.
Hopefully a lot of those people could like heal afterwards.
hope
But
so.
it's like
Yeah.
crazy.
I saw Jay-Z might be involved, but I'm like, don't say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like not Jay-Z.
Yeah, people were talking about like Beyonce too, and like the whole like Aaliyah connection and all that weird stuff.
Oh yeah.
God, this is getting like deep.
Yeah. Because I keep seeing that stuff. I'm like, that can't be true. This is all conspiracy stuff. Like
I know. Yeah, it's hard to determine like what's what.
Especially when you don't want to separate art from the artist. Like, I want to celebrate Jay-Z's catalog still, but if he's involved,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, look at how fast like R. Kelly fell off. But, like people do not listen to his music anymore. You don't really hear
Yeah.
that. It's just I'd be curious
Yeah.
to see what happens to someone like Jay-Z. I'm with
Nas
I
is going to
think-
come out of the woodwork and declare victory and dance over the ashes of Jay-Z's career.
I just saw
He's going to
Nas,
release Ether Part 3.
Nas was in town with the orchestra.
Oh, was
really?
he?
Yeah.
I like Nas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris loves Nas, but we were unfortunately on vacation, I guess, when this was going down.
So he missed out.
Missed out.
Oh my God, my back hurts. Still.
Is it you missed out when you guys were too busy at a mansion,
We were
living it up,
living it
eating
up.
caviar,
Yes. Doing
eating
shots. of
caviar
caviar.
sandwich,
Yeah.
caviar sandwiches. I don't know.
Caviar sandwiches.
I've only had caviar one time, and I was like, "Oh, I get it. I get why people like this. It's so good."
Yeah.
Oh, is it good?
It was
Seems-
good.
I thought you were going to say like, I
No,
don't
it
get
was-
it. I
it
don't
was
get it. It's
very
gross.
I
Okay.
had a I had a caviar taco at Momofuku.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It was
good.
delicious.
It took me a while to understand raw oysters and champagne. I don't know if you guys have ever had it.
No.
I really
Greatest cup,
Oh, really? You like that combo?
greatest cup. Yeah, I didn't get it. Like,
Mm,
why do rich people always eat champagne and raw oysters? It's like, I get it now.
mm.
I get it.
I really do not like the taste of oysters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's too of the sea.
It is basically the sea.
It's the
That
sea.
water, that liquid inside is
Yeah, it's the
seawater.
seawater.
But they're nature's filters, aren't they?
Makes it so much worse.
I know.
Little sea lungs.
Little sea.
That's sometimes I have to remind myself like not to think about stuff like that when I'm eating like a lobster, which I fucking love lobster so much.
Yeah.
How they're
Like,
just
it's
giant
a
roaches.
goddamn cockroach.
Yeah, like I like shrimp. They're more like crickets, in my opinion. I don't like lobster. Though.
Yeah,
I don't like lobster though because
yeah.
I feel like it's too chalky for me.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
And Heather and I were being extra bougie for one anniversary, and we went to Nobu. And I was like, if
Ooh.
I don't like the lobster here, I don't like it anywhere. And I didn't like the lobster there.
Well, then you definitely don't like
I
lobster.
definitely don't like lobster.
Do you like crab? Because
I love crab. Yeah, I love crab.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh crap! I will. Man, I miss the days. I used to go to the
What?
Main Street Station buffet.
Oh,
with my
yeah.
mom. On Friday nights, they had the
All you can eat seafood.
It was like snow crab. Oh my god!
Yeah,
so
yeah.
delicious.
I like king crab because I like feeling like I won a victory over that,
Right?
That creature.
natural defense.
Dude, I'll tell you,
King
my top crab is king crab and then blue crab. Those are like
Blue
my-
crab. I like stone crab claws.
I gotta
The
agree.
those
stone
are
crab.
good. Yeah.
Especially
There's
having
just-
the blue crab in Maryland.
Maryland.
I was like, mhm. That's that.
That's
Hey,
the
Almog,
stuff
I
right
saw
there.
you doing some highlights on mine. If you want to finish it, you go ahead.
Was he pulling an Elisa? Like, let me fix
No,
that.
if you want to finish, he's just adding
You're
some
doing
highlights.
it wrong.
He's just
You're
adding some highlights. If
doing
he
it
wants to
wrong.
finish, go ahead, because I'm done.
You're
I'm
done.
done.
You ain't done. I don't see no color in that.
I can't pick colors.
Refresh the iPad.
weird.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to deal with.
He's
Refresh
over
the
it.
iPad.
I refreshed it. It stopped again. I was like, I'm not going to keep doing this.
You're a quitter, Brian.
No, look, I'm done. I'm done. He's got water. He's
I like
using
it.
ninja magic. No, not red, blue. That's water. What are you doing? I'm like the art director now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. What just happened? Oh, someone's messing with layers.
That's not me.
Oh.
Is someone stealing layers?
It's
Almog.
Almog getting
Almog.
Almog's revenge.
Almog's Revenge. That sounds like
Yeah.
a video game from the 80s.
Yeah, because I stole Almog's layer last week,
Oh.
and I didn't mean to. It was just I accidentally clicked it. I didn't realize it. Apologies. I'm sorry, Almog. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's typing in Magma. He's doing chat in Magma. I didn't know you could do
Oh,
that.
is there a chat in Magma?
I don't know. He just said no.
Oh, how fun. Oh, I see it now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we learned something new.
Alright. Trying to get this sword in one swoop. Come on. Again. I'll have
Did
to
you
do-
crank up the stabilizer?
Yes, I
Okay.
cranked it up to 86. So it's a little better.
I like it. I like the smoother, stabilized strokes.
Instead of my shaky strokes from like the past forever.
Well, I'm talking about when I'm using it. Like I'm not
Oh, okay.
judging your stuff. You always have
You can-
clean lines. no one's art is like Elisa's got the clean line art, like she's taking this too seriously. But
Yeah, calm down,
I have
Elisa.
nothing
down
else
a little.
going on.
This
in my
isn't
life.
Slow down a
this
little.
isn't a competition.
Let's ease up. This is not like When Evil Lurks. You can pace yourself a bit.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you watched that movie, man. That's
Yeah,
like,
it's really good. It's really good.
yeah. I mean, I gave you a fair enough warning, right? Like what to
What do you mean?
expect.
Uh,
Or did I not?
no,
give
you
you
didn't give me a warning, but like my son watched it and liked it, and he says it's one of the grossest movies he's ever seen.
Oh,
So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch it, but then I watched it anyway, and I was like, it's one of the grossest movies I've ever seen.
but it's a
Is
great
it-
movie.
It's a
is
great
it
movie.
gross?
It's
And
one
like
specific.
it's
character that's
necessary
gross.
grossness, or is it like
It's the plot of the movie.
Okay.
The plot of
It's
yeah.
one
'Cause
character
I'm
that's
like-
essentially the plot of the movie
I see.
is
I'm
gross.
particular about the kind of
Yeah,
horror I
it's-
like to
it's
watch.
not-
I like a more creepier type of film than like
Like
gross
Hocus
out.
Pocus.
Like, yeah. No, but like I
Pocus.
don't like where it's like gross out of like what's the word? Like it's just trying
Like gratuitous. You don't want- you don't
gratuitous,
like-
like it's just trying
Torture
too
porn.
hard.
It's
I
not
don't-
torture porn at
I just
all.
don't
Yeah.
get. I just am not a fan of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I think it's like
That's why I don't like
Right.
Terrifier. I don't like
Terrifier,
torture
yeah,
porn.
it's too much. It's like it's.
But
I don't want to say it's trying too hard because it does what it needs to do, but it's too much for me.
yeah.
yeah.
But like when Evil Lurks, though, it's like it carries the story along.
it
It's still a
feels-
solid, yeah.
Proper.
Okay, there was a movie that you had recommended. I think it was like
Satan
an
Slaves.
yeah, the Indonesian movie or something like that. Is that
Yes,
is
yeah.
this on par with that? Because I remember
Not-
you really liking that movie too.
I really like that one too, but it's
Is When
not
Evil
as
Lurks
in-
better, or which do
Yeah,
you
They're
which,
like more?
which was
different.
better? If you had to
Oh, they're
watch one or
different.
the other, which one would it be?
I would give it would probably be When Evil Lurks, just because of I feel that's just like an ideal horror movie.
It is. It
Okay.
really is. Actually, it is.
Okay, I'll check it out.
And if it kind of like gives me some sort of feeling, I'm like, this mission accomplished movie.
Mm,
You done your job, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Satan Slaves also did that, but not the same intensity level.
mhm.
Yeah, because that
And-
first half hour of When Evil Lurks it's
You're like,
relentless.
woo!
It's not
You're like-
fast paced at
Yeah.
all. It's relentless, but the pace is perfect.
Yeah. Another good movie from that same director was Terrified.
Terrified. That's a great one.
Yeah, that was the one
The
that
houses
came out.
on
Like
the in that neighborhood. The cul is it a cul-de-sac or just in the same neighborhood?
I think it's in the name. It's street. It was like
The same
neighborhood
street, yeah, across the street and stuff.
Like
That's a good
in
one.
When the Evil Lurks, it kind of, without spoiling it, it's just like it's within like a town, right?
Mhm.
Like and what's the best way to keep something contained? Right.
You
Okay.
should watch it. You should watch
Yeah,
it.
you
No,
should just
I'll
watch it.
definitely check it out. You said it's on Hulu.
It's no hocus pocus, but
I mean, yeah, Hocus Pocus. I
Bette
mean,
Midler's not in When Evil
There's no
Lurks,
musical number.
but There's no musical number in it.
you would hope there would be at a certain point just to ease up, but
All I'm saying is there's a scene after the gross part. There's a scene where you're gonna want to turn it off, but just keep watching it.
There's
Yeah.
not a lot of
I
things that
I
shock me.
almost
I'm like
turned
one of
it
those
off,
kind
and I
of
was like,
people.
ooh. It
Oh,
was
okay.
almost too much for me, but
But-
then I kept watching,
okay.
and it was like there's a payoff. There's a proper.
I feel
Hey, This director knows what he's doing.
okay. Sometimes I
that.
feel very desensitized to things,
yeah,
especially like
I'm-
scary movies. Like sometimes I'm really
Understand.
looking for like a creepy kind of vibe rather than like, oh, it's like scary. I don't know. I'm like, I think that's why I'm like so particular.
I know what you're
about-
saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like, because there's movies that are just, it's all just setups for jump scares,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that's like I don't like those.
Yeah.
Not,
I like
not that
eerie.
they're like scary. It's just
Yeah.
too. It's like I keep saying this jump scares or the fart jokes of horror movies. It's
Mhm.
too easy. It's
Yeah.
too lazy.
Yeah.
But the movie like When Evil Lurks or Terrified, not Terrifier, Terrified.
Did you guys see the trailer for the Nosferatu movie?
Yes.
Not yet.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm really, really looking forward to that.
When does that
Yeah.
come out?
Christmas time, I believe.
Christmas time.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
Not even October.
No, I think it's
No.
I think it's
I
Christmas.
hate when
around-
they do that.
I know
Like,
it's a real missed
Trying to do
opportunity.
a holiday, yeah.
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 Well, maybe it wasn't done in time, or maybe they don't want to compete with. I don't know what's coming out this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't want to compete with Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, by the way, because I know Ed really hates Skinamarink, but I
Skinamarink.
I absolutely can't stop thinking about that movie when I think
I
about movies that
get
just
it.
have a nice sense of dread.
Dread.
But,
Yeah.
But I can't recommend the movie because nothing happens. And I think that's what makes stuff happens.
It's I think,
Garg just watched Skinamarink. It's
She
good,
yelled it
right?
too.
so
Good,
it's
right?
like artsy horror.
It's artsy horror. It's artsy horror.
Yeah,
I like it
so-
too. My son recommended it to me. He's a film snob. I hate saying that because
I get it, Brian.
sounds
I
negative.
get it because it kind of makes you like create your own like what happened here.
yes,
You know,
like
like I
they
have
had
my
like
own
no
ideas.
budget apparently because they made us do all the work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the movie from The Ring that they have to watch. It's like
yeah.
it's just a lot of creepy imagery, and it's just did it make you feel like ugh? Then I feel like it was like
Yeah.
a job well done.
Did
Didn't
you watch
make me feel-
Skinamarink, Elisa?
I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Then
That
you've watched the
movie
whole
i-
thing.
I
There's
know,
no
movie
difference.
is-
and I
yeah.
know
It's that
exactly what
quick.
happens in the. I know
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know what happens in the movie.
You ain't
Yeah.
missing nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't missing
I,
nothing.
I I don't know. I think people need to watch it, but I can't recommend that they watch it because they'll be mad at me.
How about this, Brian?
I
I'll
think it
watch.
depends on
I'll
the
watch
kind
it
of-
again.
It depends on the person.
No, Ed, you don't have to watch it again. You've already seen it. You're not missing anything. There's nothing
That's
hidden
true.
in there.
Yeah,
It
you're
either
right.
works or it doesn't. And I don't
Well,
think
I don't.
if you
can
didn't like
we
it the first time, I was like, I don't think
spoiler-
it's gonna work.
Is it okay to spoiler the movie in the?
Yeah, nothing happens. That's the
sure.
spoiler.
No, but is there like an implication that the father in the
Murdered
movie
the
is, like,
children?
murdered the
Yeah,
children, and there's
that
like
was
a,
my idea.
a
That was what
limbo
I
Because
esque-
the kids, I
limbo-esque
think, are in like
situation?
some kind of purgatory or something.
yeah,
because-
Yeah.
it's like Lost.
because they're like there's that one scene where that little boy calls 911 and then it's like the creep because he calls 911 because the demon made him stab himself in the eye with scissors or something like that,
Mhm.
and he's just calmly on the phone with 911, and I was like, he seems awfully calm, and they're like 571 days later, I was like, how long is this kid trapped in this
Yeah.
house? That
Yeah.
moment was like, oh my god, that hit hard.
Yeah.
Mhm. So it made you feel something, even though it
Yes,
provided
yes,
nothing.
and
So I guess that's a successful movie, right?
yeah, the way they did it was like they didn't move the camera and they had the worst camera angles and the worst lighting and the worst sound. So I kept leaning in, straining my eyes and ears. And then they did like a jump scare. And then I got mad, but it was okay because it was good. The movie's good.
I love these kind of discussions though, because like everyone's so different of what like spooks somebody, and like why would that one thing spook one person, and
Yeah.
it's just, and people are interesting in that sense.
Yeah. Well, because we
Same
all
with,
have
like-
our own like backstories of
Yeah.
why certain things like
Or-
affect us.
Or even with like art, you know, I'm reminded of I guess they're moving the Seven Magic Mountains art installation. I think they're
Reno.
moving it to Reno, and I was reading some of the commentary, and people are just like, it's stupid, it's not art. I'm like, the discussion around it though, to me, like, is art. That's like what
I-
makes it
yeah.
art.
That's what makes
It's,
it.
like, kind
That's
of
what makes
funny.
it art.
Yeah.
I know
yeah.
a lot of people were mad, but I like the fact that that guy sold a banana duct tape to a wall for like 6 figures. I like that he did that
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because that feels performance art to me.
right. And I
It's
you
gonna
know, I think we've discussed it though, like sometimes like certain kinds of art is questionable, but I think there's like no denying like it is art. The anger around certain pieces that people disagree with as being art is like essentially
That's
what
an
Mhm.
emotion
makes
that
yeah.
piece evokes,
It
and
just
that
made you fucking mad. It accomplished something.
Yeah.
I
What made
like
you
acrylic
feel?
pour. I like some acrylic pour art.
God damn it, Brian.
I
Justice
think
for
I
acrylic.
think I get like upset at the mess they're making, but it's their studio. That's cool. It
Mhm.
seems
That's the- yeah.
wasteful, but the results are often really nice.
Yeah.
And there's that one acrylic pour, technically acrylic pour artist that I was telling Edward about, like that she has that canvas on the swivel.
She was good.
and
She was
uses
good.
gravity for straight lines. Like that's kind of a cool technique.
Mm.
But it was still kind of control without control.
Yes. It
You
was not abstract. It was not chaos like that most acrylic pour where you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put this paint can on a string and use it
And
as a
just do these
pendulum.
weird pendulums and then ask it questions about my future.
Or that robot that mops up blood until it
Oh,
dies.
that's sad. Sad.
But it made you feel for that.
Made you feel.
That robot's working
That was like,
for the man.
I was like, hey, remember how you felt bad about Wally? This is the real life version that you'll hate yourself for letting it die.
Oh.
Wally.
You just sat there and watched it die.
I like what you got going on with the two sock thing on the feet.
Oh, me?
Cool. Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like the
Uh-oh.
the
Chris
ninja
doesn't
toe.
agree with
What did Chris say?
I don't really agree with that about art. Lots of things provoke feelings. I mean,
Politics, hunger are of the universe. Art needs to say something about human creativity.
I'm gonna say that was a creative grift to duct tape a banana to a wall. Like no one can do that again. It's
Yeah.
already been done.
It's been done. But I guess
I
we
keep
really
seeing,
can't.
like, I will say, I don't really care for like Jackson Pollock abstract art.
Yeah.
Because I've seen other abstract art that I like that is more affordable to me.
Right.
It reminds me of talking about art evoking feeling is that scene from Daredevil where Kingpin buys that white textured painting because it reminds him of the wall he stared at while his dad was abusing his mom before he murdered
Oh
him.
yeah.
I was like, that's a cool reason to pay $4 million for a piece of art.
You've
Fictionally,
been
not
good.
real life. Not
Yeah.
real life.
Oh, what
Whoa.
happened?
Hey,
Whoa. Revenge of the Almog.
Elmog's
But yeah, I mean,
revenge.
I definitely there's some modern art kinds of things that I definitely look at and think, is that art? I don't know, but I
Done.
guess that is the point of it being art. I don't know.
I get Chris's point, like,
I do too. Yeah.
but
Mhm.
like, I don't think politics is evoking emotion for. I guess it is if they're trying to get elected, but that's the art of fear mongering.
Yeah.
Right.
That's speech. That's creative speech. I don't know. I guess I'm boiling art down to like this most generic. Anything you do, talk or move is creative. It's art.
Mhm.
It is though. It is.
Yeah.
Dance is art. I watched breaking on the Olympics and I loved it. That's art.
Oh man, that Australian
Ray Gun.
girl, Ray Gun.
Done. Feel
I
bad.
could not believe what I was watching.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, I was watching it and I was talking to Heather, very polite about what I was watching. She's not going to make it past the eliminations. But I knew in the back of my mind the internet was going to be relentless and it made me sad. seeing it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny because I I had heard the story that it was going to be in the Olympics for the first time. I was so excited to watch, and I had actually missed when she had gone on because I had watched only like the
The finals,
the
right?
finals and the semifinals. That's what I
Yeah.
caught.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was just like, "Oh my god, this is so cool. I hope they bring this back." And then after like going on Twitter and seeing Raygun, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, just ruined it for
It
everybody."
made me upset. It made me upset that that was all people saw of it, and they assumed everyone was like that.
I know.
And I was like, she was literally the only breaker that was doing that. Like even the other Australian from the men's team was not dancing
Yeah.
the way she was.
Man, there was that Japanese girl who was like, I think she was like 40 or
40.
41. I
Yeah,
was like,
41,
oh my
yeah.
god. Like,
And then the other one, the one
so
that won gold
impressive.
was like 37.
Yeah, I was like,
Like
oh
how are they?
man, so impressive.
Yeah. And the stuff they're doing was like, because Alan and I, with a couple of our friends, used to watch the movie Beat Street all the
Mhm.
time. And there's that breakdance battle in the Roxy. And the women's division at the Olympics, I feel like could have served both teams on Beat Street.
Hmm.
I hate to say it. But they were standing on the shoulders of giants, so let's be real.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
breaking
when
has come a long way.
Yeah, it definitely has.
When I was watching the Olympics and watching that, I was actually thinking maybe I don't understand breaking. You know, like that's like where my mind went.
No,
you
it's the
know?
children who
You're
are
from
wrong.
the East Coast, though, Ed. You're like
I
that's
know, but it's still
like
like
I was on the West Coast. I'm only supposed to be like popping and locking. I was like,
well, because we were watching the Olympics, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm just old and I don't get it. You know, like
Yeah.
and then I'm like,
it
okay,
was newer. It was a newer style. It was that Red Bull style, that sponsored Red Bull competition style. But
Yeah.
there's one guy on the U.S. team, Victor. His style was very old school. It was like he was keeping up with a lot of the newer guys because he was doing newer stuff, but his style was definitely more old school breaking.
Mhm. But yeah.
Shout out to Almog who gave my Ninja Goblin water.
Yeah, that's
Like
really
a water
nice.
bender.
I made mine more of a goblin Sub-Zero. I guess that's fighting
That is fighting
fires.
fire. Yeah, that's fighting fire.
So there you go.
There you go.
Sub-Zero.
Dude, Mortal Kombat was so fun.
Wasn't it?
Man, when that shit came out, it was so
We
like
used to-
I remember being a kid just like, oh my god.
All the
Right.
blood.
And then you get like the Sega
Fatalities.
Genesis version and it had blood, but the Super Nintendo version, it was like yellow or green or something like that.
Yeah.
You had to
Yeah,
put in a
something
code
like
to see
that.
blood.
Do you remember that game Primal Rage?
Primal Rage.
Oh yeah.
It's like Mortal Kombat with animals.
Yeah.
There was another one called Killer Instinct. Like there's
Oh
there's-
yeah.
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 there's an arcade called Mary Kay's in Vegas
Yes.
back in the day. Yeah. When Killer Instinct came out, the week it came out, we went there and we're playing, and there was just little kids that could barely reach the controls that were already like monsters on the game. And I was
That's
like,
so funny.
I hate this game. I was getting hit with killer combo, 99 hit killer combos like the first week that game came out.
Wow.
I was
Mary
like, how did you
Kay's.
memorize this?
You gotta be a true local.
You also have to be
remember
a
Mary Kay's.
But you also
And
have to be a
an
true
old head.
gamer and old head. You got to be a true gamer to compete there, though. You can't like if you're weak, don't go there.
Yeah.
I didn't go there very often because I was weak.
We only went there if my mom was shopping. The Korean
Oh.
market behind it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been
That's a blast
interesting
from
to
the
grow
past.
up here in Vegas. I can't even imagine. I mean, I see my kids growing up here, but during that time period, it's like, what did all the kids do?
We played laser tag and went to
You
arcades.
know?
Yeah, the arcades. I spent a lot of my time outside though.
Yeah,
'Cause the
the
summers
heat?
weren't that hot. It wasn't that hot though.
I mean,
It was like hot,
we
but
just
it's
didn't
like
notice. I think
no, but I
'Cause we were-
honestly, it wasn't like it wasn't
I was in- yeah.
118 when I was a child.
that's true because there's a lot less concrete and asphalt at the time in
Yeah.
those days.
Mhm.
What was here back in those days?
Desert. It was all
I mean,
dirt.
I remember literally playing in the desert.
Yeah,
Like you
That's so
just ride your
funny.
bikes into the desert.
yeah.
That's
We had-
a lot of that. And then you'd pop your tire and you fucking walk your ass back home.
Yeah,
Every
there's,
time.
there's like this massive desert behind the military base housing that we used to just ride our bikes
Mm.
in. We called it the
Mhm.
dirt hills because they're just giant dirt hills, and
Yeah.
that was such a big part of our childhood. We actually put the dirt hills in our werewolf book,
Oh,
Oh
nice.
wow,
except it
that's
didn't
cool.
take place in Vegas, so it's more mountainy dirt hills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my friend that I used to go to her house, she lived up on like Hollywood and Lake Mead. It's all apartments now, but there was like a giant dirt lot, and it literally looked like Pride Rock. So just call it Pride Rock. Like the way the
Uh-huh.
thing jutted out. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
played in the dirt. Literally, just played in the dirt.
Everything the sun touches is
It's
where you
dirt.
can
Yeah,
hide during hide and seek.
yeah.
But now I imagine it's mostly housing developments and
Yeah,
Yeah.
even this house, like across the street, was all dirt lots, but now it's so dense with
Yeah, it's
suburbs. It's
interesting
hard to
how
remember 20 years ago.
things filled
I was
in.
actually in your neck of the woods, Brian, on Saturday for Dominic's cross
Didn't even
country.
say hi.
I know. What is Floydland Park?
Is that the
Oh,
one
that's
on
like north.
Alta?
Yeah, it's up there.
That's like towards Mount
Durang-
Charleston, right?
it's-
Actually, no, that's like more.
it's
I guess it's
Durango,
like
the other side.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay.
but it was a nice park. I didn't even feel like I was in Vegas.
There's like peacocks and
was-
stuff there too, right?
There were
that
ducks
park?
and geese I saw, which was
Yeah, it's
cool
like-
because I was like, oh look.
That's way north. Yeah, that's like 9 miles away from me. Way closer than I was about to say the name of the place we go to.
Don't dox us.
Way closer
Sorry,
than our get
Brian.
together.
That should be coming up soon.
Yeah,
in a couple
2
weeks.
weeks, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
So
Although that was fun at Joyce's having a little draw
yeah,
together.
no, that was cool. That was cool. I think maybe
Was
that
Brittany a
week-
hot mess there, or? Oh.
Brittany was
Oh,
out
no,
of
no.
town.
It was out of town. She
I'm
bailed.
sorry, Brittany. I'm sorry, Brittany. I just can't resist
Are
the
you
joke
though? You're not
I
sorry.
am. because I'm a nice guy, so I'm sorry.
You
Drink
are a
your
nice
chalky
guy.
milk.
Oh my gosh. Freaking Magma. Best app in the world.
We love Magma.
We
love
love it. Ugh. I don't even feel like super coloring this thing.
It looks cool what you got going on.
It does. I like it.
Thanks.
I
Thank
like
you.
the Sub-Zero tunic.
Classic.
I'm constantly having to like refresh the app though. Just so
Yeah,
can
I
pick
didn't want to deal
colors
with it.
again.
I didn't want to deal with it.
It's
for
easy. You
color
just
picking.
hit the thing, refresh.
I didn't have any issue. I don't know what is it because
No,
you
it's
guys are
a-
working on the iPad?
Or on the
Is that what's
iPad.
going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, it's the iPad thing.
I have no
Magma.
issues with it usually.
There's something going on with the color picking on the iPad, Magma. Please.
I mean, it's great and all.
It's great.
but-
We love this.
But yeah, fix the iPad thing. That part's bullshit.
I don't want to be typing in hexadecimal code.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to. I'll talk after. I just
Steal some
remembered
tea
something.
after.
Ooh, some tea.
It's not too much tea. It's just
Okay.
enough tea that we should do it offline.
All
Okay.
right.
Nothing bad. No shit talking. But it was just a funny thing.
There's nothing wrong with
Oh.
bullshit talk.
Right. Feel like there's a lot of it going around.
Yeah.
What
So you
color
both
is
ready for Designer Con?
the-
Edward thinks that he's got to do another Blizzard card.
I'll be
Uh,
fine. I'll be fine.
I just got to. I think my main concern is my book. I have to finish the cover of my book. That's all I got to do.
Oh, the
And
cover.
then
You're
cover.
so the inside's
Well,
done.
Technically, the book was done.
Was
I had
already done.
reached. I had reached the amount of pages I had wanted to do, and then I added like 10 more pages, just because I
Oh,
was
cool.
like,
Look at the ambitious over here.
yeah. So, it's only I think 78 pages. I think is how many. It's not like your book. Your book's like crazy.
You still have to
But,
get it printed though, right?
Yeah, so I looked at
better
the
hurry.
date of when Mixam could print it, so I'm good. As long as
Okay.
I get the cover done sometime this week, which I will.
Okay.
And then yeah, and then that's it. And then some cat print, some prints.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, it's
then,
funny.
yeah.
The Mixum is a sponsor of
I
this year.
know. That's really cool.
Oh,
I
nice.
saw that. It's like they're a great company.
Yeah.
I will definitely use them again for volume 2.
Volume 2.
Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves. That'll be. We'll see. I'm not promising anything.
You had
'Cause, you know.
such a huge amount of work in volume 1 that I'd be curious, like, how much more you got hidden away.
He's gonna have to be all new stuff because he used all his favorite old stuff for volume 1.
Yeah. It's an
Yeah.
impressive body of work that you have, though.
It absolutely is.
Thanks. I got more stuff up my sleeve.
It's
I'm
cool.
a drawer. I draw a lot. I just don't post anymore. I was actually talking to Clint today, and I was just like, I don't ever post anything, but I still draw just as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
he posts occasionally.
Mhm.
He
He's been posting a couple things lately.
yeah, he has
Yeah.
like ebb and flow of
He-
posting stuff.
He does a lot of traditional too,
Yeah, like
which
Yeah.
is nice to
ink in
see.
his sketchbook, like life drawing ink in a sketchbook.
I told him he should come on and hang out, but he said, "Oh, he'll probably say some stupid shit," and I'm like, "Look
Don't
at me!
we,
That's
though?
all I do."
Say some stupid shit. What does that even mean?
Wait,
I don't know.
he's not problematic in the least. I've hung out with him a few times. He's not, or unless he's just not comfortable enough to be problematic around me. Which I
probably
know
the
that's not
case.
the case. What's that?
I know me and him have a similar humor.
Oh, well, then he's
No.
fine. He's
Yeah.
fine.
It's fine. No. But yeah, every time I try to get someone to come on, it's almost like
Like Eric or
yeah,
Simon.
like,
Simon's in
like,
town. He has no
Oh, to
excuse.
come onto the pod?
yeah, they're like
Yeah.
I feel like they're so shy.
I
feel
think
like
that's
they're
the
so shy.
case. I think that's the case. I don't think Simon's as outgoing as we make him seem. He
Yeah.
seems more introverted.
Hmm.
I was for some reason on the screen I had the main picture zoomed out far. But it seems okay now.
Yeah. I remember the first time I did the podcast, I think I was nervous about sounding stupid, but then after a while you're just kind of like, well, if I'm stupid, who cares?
Exactly.
Okay, if I'm stupid, I'm allowed to be stupid. It's all right.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
I was fortunate enough to be saying stupid stuff on podcasts like 5 years before Jurassic
you're like-
Mousefall started. So
Yeah.
A pro at it.
yeah,
You're a pro. Yeah, I just
I'm
don't care.
already embarrassed. I already have no shame.
I think the only thing is I try not to say any. Well, I don't think I say things hurtful. I never try to offend people
No, I don't-
seriously.
No,
No, if either of you were like that, I wouldn't do the pod.
you wouldn't be on every week.
I would not. Yeah.
You wouldn't even say anything. You just
I
stop.
wouldn't even
"Hey, I
be
can't
like,
make it.
yeah, I
can't make
wouldn't. Yeah. I'd be like, I think the
Gotcha.
time has run out on my
it."
days of doing the pod, but
Enough of
My
this
internet.
bullshit.
I ran out of internet.
Ran out of the internet.
I ran out of fiber. Fiber has ceased to be.
Looks like Quantum's doing okay. No big issues.
They're not doing okay because they can't reach this far out.
Oh,
They can't reach my house, so they must
poor
be hurting.
Brian.
I thought you were just calling it poor. That's what I thought you were
Poor.
Poor.
before you added Brian. I think you're just like
Uh,
poor. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That might be. I'm
That's
sorry.
the
If
most
you have
offensive
quantum,
thing
you're
that
a
you've said.
poor. You're
Yeah.
a poor.
Yeah,
You're a
you're poor if
poor.
you're Quantum. Yeah.
Because I pay more for my internet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not by
I'm just-
choice. Not by
I'm
choice.
just paying my $70 total.
Not like Equilibrium where I pay it gladly. I don't pay it gladly. I pay it sadly.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday.
for a cheeseburger today.
What is it
I
from?
made it's Wimpy from
It's
Popeye.
Wimpy.
I
from
made that
Popeye.
reference
Okay,
to my son, and I was like, "Oh, you don't watch
I've
You've
heard
never
that
seen
before.
Popeye."
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
that's Wimpy's
Robin
thing.
Williams.
Yeah,
Did he
Okay.
say it on
So-
the movie? I don't remember.
yeah, he said in the movie
Okay.
in that movie also, but it's just it's a Wimpy thing in general.
Yeah,
A Wimpy
trying to
thing.
bilk people out of cheeseburgers or hamburgers.
You know what I watched yesterday? I watched the Garfield movie.
The Chris
Oh, yeah,
Pratt
how
one.
was it?
It was cute. I don't think it was.
Garfield's it's not supposed to be cute.
I know, because I loved Garfield and I loved the Garfield cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And this one, I don't know how I felt about it, but it was all right. I really loved the look of everything, though.
Okay, yeah, it
Is
looks
it-
cool. It looks
it's
Visually,
all
it's
CG, right?
beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
not like a weird mix of live action and CG.
No, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
it's all CG, but the character design and stuff was like really fun. But
Mhm.
I really don't, not to jump on the Chris Pratt hate bandwagon, but I really did not like the voice acting in the whole movie. I felt like a
Mhm.
lot of that voice acting that they had on the movie, like a lot of characters sounded the same. And it was like really noticeable to me that I was like,
Was
this
it-
person sounds like this other character. It was strange.
Oh.
Was it all Chris Pratt?
It was just like one kind of like generic, like the voice of his dad in the movie. There was like another character that sounded like his dad. And I'm like, it's like if you stepped away, you wouldn't know who was like talking. It was kind of
Oh.
odd.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait, Garfield has a dad?
Yeah, Garfield's dad in the movie like accidentally abandoned him, and that's how he found John Arbuckle.
Accidentally,
So he has like dad issues.
he went to get milk, never came home.
yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Pretty much.
He went to go
he
get him
left.
food.
He left on a Monday. That's why Garfield hates Mondays.
Oh my
Shit,
god, that's such a good joke.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I've seen in the commercials and stuff, he seems like a happier, cuter Garfield. Where I just kind of want the
cynical-
grossy,
Yeah,
cynical-
Always
Yeah.
trying to get rid of normal
Oh,
yeah,
normal.
male
Lasagna.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat lasagna really fast.
And I just love the voice acting of the 90s Garfield is to
Oh,
me like
yeah.
very iconic. But what can you do? Everything gets ruined.
I think that
I
guy
enjoy.
died.
Speaking of Chris Pratt's voice acting, I really did enjoy the Super Mario Brothers.
That
movie.
was fantastic. That was really well done.
But then they had a lot of stellar cast voicing the characters
Mhm.
on that one as well, though. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you see the Minecraft trailer?
I
Uh,
didn't.
It's kind of getting reamed.
Yeah, what's the deal? Why are people like hating on Jack Black? Did he do something?
Well, I think
Oh.
people are hating. I think it's like twofold. I'd
Yeah.
imagine one is because of the commentary at the Tenacious D show about Trump.
Yeah.
And then second, it's like, why is Jack Black playing Steve from Minecraft? That's like kind of a
Oh,
interesting choice.
I don't know Steve really.
Steve's like the main character from It's like your starting character essentially,
but
like
he's
the blue
like-
shirt character.
But he's like a blocky dude, right?
Yeah,
Just like
but
Jack Black.
yeah. And then also, I think some of the who's in it? Who played Aquaman? The guy.
Jason Momoa.
Khal Drogo. Yeah, that guy. He's in it, and that seemed kind of like an odd placement. But,
Oh,
I'm sure
Are
it's gonna
they-
make a
wait.
ton of money, though.
They're just in the movie. It's not a CG character. They're not voice
No,
acting.
they're like live action, and they're thrust into like the Minecraft world. But the characters
wild.
are like CG, but still real looking. So like they show a sheep or a llama or something in the movie, and it's like
okay.
real, but it's like blocky. So
Oh.
I'm like, oh, that's a choice. But I don't know.
I
I'm sure
never
it's
played
gonna-
the game, so
Oh,
I don't.
really?
Yeah, my kids played it a lot, but I never played
So
it.
much.
I've
fun.
tried. I don't get it. I'm like, I played with my son, and we're walking around digging, and then some zombies came, and I had to like basically bury myself in a hole.
Oh,
So
no weapons
I
on you?
didn't-
Yeah.
and I didn't know what to do. Like, it's just like, okay, so you're just digging minerals and resources to build a house. Or
I
whatever.
think it
It's
depends
like
on how you.
Legos, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you play because we had a server with like adults, and we had like Chris and our friends would put like engineering mods on the server,
Where you could
and
just
so
build stuff without.
it's like scientific. Like you have to get certain minerals and things, and like you're making conductors and like machinery, and like you're making a little factory. So it makes the game not like so childlike as how like my nephew would play it.
Yeah.
It's like super complicated. But then I would be on the server, and I don't understand any of that. So I'm just making a house.
Right.
But
They're like, this ain't Barbie.
yeah, like Chris would make like a quarry. So like how you're sitting there with like a pickaxe and you have to like mine it. They would just like 500 blocks. It would just disappear and it would instantly collect in like a bin, and then you could be like, okay, here's gold, here's this, and so it fast tracks a lot of
A lot of the
certain
resource
parts of the game.
collection, so you
Yeah,
could do the fun stuff.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That sounds cool though.
Okay.
yeah.
I watched my kids playing. It looked like they're really having a blast, and I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. But I wasn't playing any video games at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I was mostly doing writing and art. Then I didn't. I took the longest time off of video games. I just started again recently. So
Oh, nice. What are you playing?
currently, Helldivers 2.
Oh, nice.
I just saw RoboCop Rogue City went on sale, and now I'm debating if I want to get that just to play it real quick.
I haven't played a video game in so long.
Have you played any of the Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild?
No, I've been wanting to play Breath of the Wild for years, but I
Those
feel
are
like
the
I
ones
only have
that got me back.
a Switch Lite, and I feel like
It's
I would
probably
need like
hard
a
on a Switch
regular.
Lite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
The Switch Lite is like a handheld Switch, Nintendo Switch.
With a
so
tiny screen.
The screen is small
Oh,
because I
okay.
take it like when I'm like flying or something. But I think I need like a regular Switch to play on the TV.
For a handheld, it's a huge screen compared to like a PSP
Oh, for
or
sure.
a Game
Yeah.
Boy. But compared to like your TV playing a Switch, it's
Mhm.
tiny.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're back. They can hear you.
Come on, Phoenix. Give it up.
Okay, come here. Sorry, Ed.
You're
You
a softie.
jealous?
Yes, I am.
She's coming back for round 2.
Oh.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I played Breath of the Wild for about 20 hours and hated it.
Mhm.
And then started playing other games for about a year, where I played like Red Dead 2 and Cyberpunk. And then my youngest son was like, I can't believe you hate Breath of the Wild. And then I told him my complaints, and then he showed me how to parry and and perfect dodge. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I started playing, enjoyed the game a lot more, but I was still hoarding weapons like they were precious, like they weren't everywhere. And I beat the game, and I just had like this stockpile of weapons that I never used once. And then I realized, oh, this game, you're supposed to treat weapons like it's ammunition, not
Mm.
weapons.
Not weapons.
Yeah. So I played Tears of the Kingdom with that mindset, and I love that. Love that game. It also helps that Tears of the Kingdom. Phoenix, stop licking my ear.
No, keep going.
It also helps that Tears of the Kingdom kept my horses in the stable. So when I
Oh,
unlock
that's
the
cool.
stable, I can get all my horses again. So and that made traveling a lot more fun.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Yeah, maybe I'll invest in a Switch sometime.
It's
Plus, they're, like
Breath
adding
of the
like
Wild is so good.
dancing games to the Switch, which I remember enjoying. Just Dance.
Oh yeah.
I actually played video games recently. I actually broke my cardinal rule.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Wait, what's your cardinal rule? Never play video games?
Not,
While you're busy.
well,
Oh.
I'm busy.
Sorry, guard. She just left. She was done.
But,
She was done eating
Oh.
my ear.
I was playing this game called like Escape the Back Room.
Oh yeah, you were telling us last week, right? Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
a horror
kind of
game.
horror. Like
Mm.
usually around like spooky season, I like to play
What's it called?
Escape the Back Room, and you're just trying to escape different levels. It's fun to play with other people.
Hmm.
And I was playing
Oh,
with Josh and Paloma. You know, and
okay.
it's cheap, but like I like playing those games. Or what's the other one where you're running from a killer, but you're trying to unlock the
Oh,
gates? What is that
Dead by
called?
Daylight or something
Dead
like
by
that.
Daylight.
Dead by
Yeah,
Daylight.
used to play a lot of that.
Young Khan is here.
Young
Yo, what's
Khan.
happening, Young Khan? How you been?
How you been?
You caught us drawing ninjas and
Ninja Goblin
goblins.
firefighting.
I think Brian's the only one that's accomplished the firefighting. I'm just fighting fires by being Sub-Zero Goblin.
It's fine. All I do
Mine's
is put a
just
hat on
posing.
him. I only put a firefighter hat on him.
Did we say hi to Garg? I know Garg came in there.
Yeah, we were talking.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we actually said
Yeah,
hi. I
because
think he
yeah,
just came in when we were talking about Skinamarink.
Skinamarink. Yeah.
That movie.
Love
Oh,
it.
Young Khan. By the way, Skimmerink, good movie or bad movie?
What are your thoughts on the artistic,
The Skinamarink.
excellently executed Skinamarink?
I'm curious, but
Oh, we finished that show, Evil. It's okay.
I think
Evil,
I've
what is
seen
that?
it. It's like a
Evil is
CBS
a
show,
Hmm.
so it's like horror for old people. Then
Yeah, where they have to explain like internet stuff like TikTok to old people.
Young Khan says it's a movie covered in chloroform. I don't
Oh my
know.
God, you're right. It's very like you're like trying to stay awake. Like, oh, if I fall asleep, I'll wake up 571 days later with no doors and windows.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
If you
Edward and I
want-
were talking about how weird shows on CBS are because it's definitely an older audience.
Hmm.
And then I remember I was talking about that show, Jericho. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's like a post-apocalypse show, sort of post-apocalypse, where there's like nukes set off in the U.S. and there's like this small town trying to survive. And there's one
really
episode.
familiar.
It was a great show, but it was definitely for old people because there's one episode where the guy's truck tips over and he's pinned under the truck, and it's like fall, and they're like, we gotta get to him and get him a blanket because it's 40 degrees outside. Like,
was this
40
in
degrees?
Jerk? Was this
That
in
was
Jerk?
Jericho.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
Malcolm Jamal
yeah.
Warner was in it.
Luke Perry. Luke Perry was
Malcolm
in that.
Jamal Warner. Wow.
Skeet
Those-
Ulrich.
Oh no,
Oh, Skeet Ulrich.
Oh wait, no,
same thing. Same thing.
wait, Malcolm Jamal Warner and Luke Perry
Skeet
were in the
Ulrich.
other one, right? Was that Jericho?
Maybe. I don't know, man. It's so old. It's Theo.
Theo.
Theo Huxtable.
I'm gonna separate art from the artist and talk about the Cosby Show because I loved the rest of the cast.
Cosby Show is so good. I love
It
that
was
as a
it was
kid.
like my whole childhood, and it was
Yeah.
so heartbreaking with all that.
And all that.
We still talking about that. We talk about that Gordon Gartrell shirt,
The which shirt?
the Gordon Gartrell shirt that Denise tries to make, but she's
Oh,
not
yeah,
good
yeah.
at sewing, so it's got like one long
man.
baggy sleeve.
That's out there. That's crazy.
Oh, Denise Huxtable is like such an iconic character. She was so cool.
She's the one that spun off for a different world and then left another
Left
show.
again.
She was so
Yeah.
like boho.
Right?
Is she still married to Jason Momoa, or did they split up?
I think they split up.
Oh, I think they split. Yeah,
She left him, I like to think.
probably.
He looks like the type. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like the type you would leave.
Calm down,
It's
Jason.
like a his shit. It's Momoa shit.
Why does he always have to be Aquaman?
I mean, I didn't watch the second one.
Oh
I
God,
like the first one.
terrible.
I don't think I think I watched the first one once, but I didn't care for it.
I liked
Those are
it.
really,
I liked
yeah.
That is the most random episode you mentioned of the Cosby Show. But
The
it
Gordon
seems,
Gartrell episode.
it seems so. It's like one of those episodes, though. It's like,
Oh my
it's
God.
nuts. Like who would ever bring that one up? And I'm like, and I knew exactly what you were
I
talking
feel like most
about. Like,
people talk about the when they're having the dream and the guys are all pregnant
right?
Oh yeah.
and they give birth to like a boat or a sandwich.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh man. Oh, did I even? Okay, the QR code's there.
QR code.
Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget to put it.
Now
up,
I'm curious
and
about
then-
that because the other show with Malcolm Jamal Warner and Luke Perry, that was another post-apocalypse show. I think that was on Showtime or something, like HBO or something like that. What was that called?
If anyone's watching and they want to join us, draw on Magma. The link is here for the Discord. But you don't have to.
Better get your drawing in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Get in here.
You better draw Goblin
Do
Ninja
it fast.
quick.
Yeah, real quick. Real Nasdaq.
Because I got some podcast tea after
yeah.
podcast. Oh man. You know what topic I did want to bring up now that's like towards the end is
What's that?
it's actually been coming up lately. I was actually talking about the Clintons like burning bridges in the
Burning
industry.
bridges.
Like don't do it.
Yeah,
You know,
don't- Don't burn bridges, people.
like whatever industry you work in, don't be that guy. Just be nice to everyone, even if you don't like them.
Oh, for sure. You never know
never-
who you are going to cross paths with, especially if you're in a very small industry like ours.
Yeah,
You will run into somebody.
yeah. And don't act a fool because
act-
everyone in the industry will know, and
Yeah.
it could be the
Word spreads.
It could be the thing that gets you a job or not gets you a job. It could,
1000%.
Yes.
So just be cool, be
Don't
nice,
burn bridges.
don't
Well-
burn bridges.
Also, the show was called Jeremiah, the one with Theo and
So close to Jericho.
yes.
Really? I thought that
Same
was
premise. I
Jericho.
think they're both like. I think that
Are
was
they
also a
spin-offs of each other?
post-apocalypse movie. Or, I don't know.
Related in
I
some
don't know.
fashion.
All I know is
Um,
Skeet Ulrich was on Jericho, and that was the one where he had that old people episode where he might catch cold laying in the street, 40-degree street.
Get him a.
That was like
sweater.
the plot of the episode too. Like they had to get him a blanket.
Shit. Would have
But they had to
killed
get him off front of
anyone.
the truck too.
It would
But...
have killed anyone over the age of 60. So
They're like,
Oh.
he's gonna die out there. It's like he's 20. Like he's I think he'll be fine.
oh man, one he's dying.
He's dying, man.
Man, one
It's
show,
40 degrees outside.
one show Rachel's got me on right now because she loves it is that show From. I don't know.
From.
You can, yeah.
I saw the first season because
Oh, God.
Amazon didn't have the second season. They
It's
want me to get
just
MGM Plus.
lost. It's just lost.
Oh
and
no!
I hate
Oh,
Lost.
no.
But it's vampires though.
But it's lost. It's lost. And I just can't. But she's making me watch it. So what's a husband to do? What's a husband to
I'm
do?
trying
but
to look at that.
support?
What is that emoji that Young Khan just put on there with his 40 degrees?
I
Is
don't
that,
know.
it looks like, oh, it's the brother. Ooh.
Brother, ooh,
Brother. Ooh.
what's that, brother?
First season of From was good. Well, see, Garg, you probably don't remember Lost. So if you remember Lost, you'll know this is all a waste of time.
Yes, where the writers were actually just adding stuff that they knew they didn't have to like
Yeah.
tie up at the end.
Yeah, and I feel like all those points in Lost are just put into this show. Like there's a lighthouse, there's a wheel.
Oh, that's right, because there's that weird electricity thing issue where they're
stop.
like trying to figure out where they built that weird antenna thing.
yeah,
And then
and
there's
a
like a
lighthouse,
basement underground that.
and then the mysterious kid in white. I just can't.
Okay, well then
And
maybe I don't
after
watch it then.
every time we watch it, like Rachel's like she loves it, and I'm just sitting there grumpy because I wasted an hour of my.
Lumpy.
I will say there were some episodes of Evil that felt like that, but I enjoyed the show for the most part. I just thought it feels like the show ended with the last episode of season 4, and I'm not happy with that last episode.
Right.
Not that it like
Go-
ruined anything, but it was like you guys didn't need to do this. You could have just
Yeah.
tied stuff up a little better in the last episode, and not had to do a whole episode of this.
See, Garg remembers Lost, but do you remember Lost? Because if you do remember
Do
Lost,
you remember with the
you'd
polar
be-
bear?
you'd be
that
just
never-
as
I
jaded.
only watched the first season of Lost, and I was like, what are they even doing with this show?
The polar
Yeah.
bear just stopped showing up. Did they ever explain the black smoke dragon?
You know what? I think they did. But you know what happened? Because I wasted 7 years watching Lost.
Just
Because
spoil it for
after
everyone. They were dead. They were.
I'm not spoiling it. I
Okay.
could.
You should.
But after that, they were dead.
It's like Skinnamarink. They
You
were
heard
dead.
it here
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
So it was just like I was so blown by that. It was just like I stopped watching TV for years.
Oh wow!
I would like not watch like a series.
When people
I
are talking about
was-
how good it was, like you got to watch this.
Yeah. I was like, no, TV's a waste. You know,
I'm
so
not gonna lie, that's kind of I felt a similar way after watching Game of Thrones,
Like
where it's like
yeah,
that
exactly.
feeling of investing so much time and then for the showrunners to just disappoint you in such a way
Oh
where
my
it's just
God,
like,
yeah.
why did you
I'm
do
so
that?
mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's why
Especially
I don't
with,
want. I haven't watched House of the Dragon because of how Game of Thrones ended. I was like, it's just gonna happen again.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
redeeming qualities though.
It has some
So
I
did
watch
Game
it-
of Thrones for 7 seasons.
Yeah, but that's why it's hard for me to watch House of Dragons because like they reference things from the original show and you're just
It
like,
makes you sad or
"Fuck,
mad.
just go anywhere. Who cares about the damn White Walkers? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Stop
matter.
talking about it. They ruined it.
Yeah, terrible.
They gave Jon Snow Long Claw just so Arya Stark can murder the king with a random dagger.
A dagger.
A dagger.
It's from Wisconsin.
Like she had cool skills. Have her take out some of the other White Walkers.
Yeah,
Leave the king for Jon Snow.
yeah, the,
king
chosen
of the
one,
North. The
That
king
makes
of the North.
sense, right? That's
the
what
prince
the story
that
should
was
have been.
promised.
That sword, that was like Chekhov's sword. 'Cause that was more like Jorah Mormont's dad. That
Yeah,
belonged to his dad.
God.
Like that sword had prestige and story. That dagger that
Sweet,
Arya had was
but-
like
yeah.
random.
And she just found it on the ground or some shit.
Or wait, was that was the dagger that was used by the assassin to almost kill Bran, right? So basically, it's nothing. It was just a piece of evidence to implicate Littlefinger. It shouldn't have ended the reign of terror. I don't know why I'm mad. I don't know why I'm mad.
It's okay to be mad. We're all mad.
Because you're
Fuck
thinking
that
about
show.
Game of Thrones, just
I'm
like
thinking
when I
about Game
think
of
about Lost.
Thrones.
Same thing
Yeah,
when I
just
think
like
about
you think about
Lost.
Lost and Skinnamarink.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also get mad at freaking the show with Pacey from Dawson's Creek.
Casey.
Fringe. I get mad at Fringe because
Is he going to be
Yeah.
in some new show? I keep seeing him in something.
His name is Joshua Jackson, by the way. Not
Pacey.
not
Pacey forever.
Pacey forever.
I can't. It's funny because I've never seen Dawson's Creek. So Alan watched every episode, so he calls him Pacey, and I was like, I don't know who Pacey is. He's Peter from Fringe.
Yeah. I mean, there's tons of shows out there that started out great and then they just don't know how to close.
He's
So
going to be
that's
in Untitled Karate Kid movie.
Oh,
like Karate Kid, like Ralph
It
Macchio.
just says Untitled Karate Kid movie.
What's he, the new bad guy? It's
I don't
like-
know. It's up. It's an upcoming project on IMDb. There's no details.
Movies today.
Fringe was weird though. It was cool Monster of the Week stuff until they got into the whole alternate timeline stuff.
Mm.
And then they
Mhm.
kept saying the name Walternate with a straight face for
Because he was
episodes because it was the alternate Walter from another. So they called him the Walternate
Alternate.
with a straight face for the rest of the season. I was like, I don't like the show anymore. Can we go back to the X-Files style where it's Monster of the Week?
Monster of the Week is so good.
Yeah, it was better when it was Monster of the Week, but
Yeah.
then they started jumping in like they got frozen in that tar, and then their kid was grown up by the time they got out of the tar. And I'm like, just stop. And then I don't know, I get mad. Just
That
like
shows.
Umbrella
Because you could tell
Academy
these
did the
shows had
same
like
thing.
they had a premise for one season and didn't know it's going to get a second season. Like, what do you do now? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that is how it goes, especially with the way cancellations are with stuff. It's like I can't imagine being a showrunner and like really just hoping that your show makes it.
Yeah, because you can't
up.
put it on cable anymore. You got to
like
soft shoe around to the different streaming networks, and hopefully they'll keep you on for more than 3 seasons.
Yeah, Monster of the Week is my favorite format.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I loved X-Files.
Yeah, X-Files. I even like Supernatural for that reason. There was a point
I feel like that had a proper run, right? That went like 10 seasons,
I think so.
Or something like that.
Decent, I think.
Sci-Fi Channel had good Monster of the Week shows.
I give up on shows. I give up on shows after a while, so because TV's a waste most of the time.
TV's a waste.
It's just like even like recently. I don't know if you guys watched Umbrella Academy.
I did.
Like
I only watched season 1. I was like, this is enough for me.
That's enough. If you liked it up to season 3, you would have been fine. But season 4 was garbage. Season 4 was garbage. I'll spoil it right now.
Yeah.
You like garbage? Then watch season 4.
Don't watch season 4.
I, as someone who likes Skinamarink, agree with Edward. You don't have to watch the newest season.
The only show that I'm really looking forward to, and I hope that they don't ruin it, is Severance.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So freaking good, and
I got to keep watching that.
Yeah, I really hope the second season doesn't disappoint.
There was Dark Matter on Apple TV was pretty trippy. The I don't know if you saw that one.
Dark Matter. No, let me look.
Where some character gets pulled into like this box that takes him to an alternate or parallel dimension, and then they reveal it was him from that dimension that pulled him in there, so he could switch lives with them. And then the whole episode is him trying to get back, and then this other guy trying to live the life he wanted all along, but he's like kind of. It's called Dark Matter.
Oh, it's
based on a novel.
Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, Joel Edgerton.
Okay.
I can't not call him Gordo Weirdo. He was
Gordo Weirdo.
He was in a movie with Jason Bateman. It's like a kind of like a thriller where he's like fucking with Jason Bateman because Jason Bateman like bullied him.
The Gift or something like that. Or
was it?
Or the I think I know the one you're talking about.
The Gift. And but the nickname that he's given is they called him Gordo Weirdo.
Gordo Weirdo.
And me and Chris just say like Gordo Weirdo all the time.
We call him Conan O'Brien over here, just because we can never remember his name. He does
look like he is related.
It looks like Conan O'Brien's brother or something.
Wee little eyes.
That's exactly it. Wee Irish eyes.
Yeah, wee little Irish eyes. That movie was fucked up if you haven't seen it.
I haven't.
Oh, the plot twist is like brutal.
It's one of those crazy people thrillers, so I tend to not watch those.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what's the classic single white female type vibe?
I keep thinking of like movies like Misery and
yeah. Yep.
I was like, that's not for me. That's not for me.
Yeah.
Because those people probably exist.
That's what makes it scary.
I don't want. Yeah.
That's what what movie always really gives me the heebie-jeebies is freaking The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Those are mutants, though. It's okay.
I know, but there's something where when I drive through the desert, I'm just like, there are weirdos out here, and they have people captured.
Oh yeah,
and they're being creepy and strange.
Drive to Reno,
and you just pass by all those. You pass by hills with eyes.
Yeah, I know. That whole drive from Vegas to like Tahoe or Reno is like, ugh.
There's
Yeah.
a series on Shudder called Horror's Best or Horror's Greatest, and there's an
Oh,
episode
yeah, I've
about
been
like
watching that.
the tropes. Did you see the tropes episode, the first episode? They
Yeah.
talk about
Wait, what is this
cannibalistic
called?
hillbillies. It's called Horror's Greatest. It's like a
Horrors?
4-episode series on Shudder.
Yeah.
Oh, only
The
on
first
Shudder?
episode is all about all the tropes, and then they talk about cannibalistic hillbillies, and there's people like, I'm from Appalachia, and they kind of give us a bad name doing that. But I love those movies.
Yeah, they had a
Like
giant
Deliverance?
monster episode.
The giant
Um,
monster one.
and
They
the
have Japanese horror.
Oh,
and
that's
then
cool. I
horror
would want to
comedy.
watch that. I just
It's,
don't have
it's a good
Shudder.
show. It's a good show.
It's cool.
Yeah. No, the Japanese horror one was pretty good, but I feel like they could have expanded more Asian horror.
Instead of just the ones you already know. Like, look, I
Yeah.
already know about. They did talk about a lot of the older movies though, like the
Yeah.
black and white movies.
Yeah, there's something about some of those old Japanese horror was like they're just a little off-putting.
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
even how they look, you know.
Yeah,
I just saw
with
a
the
clip-
high contrast stuff.
Yeah.
I saw a clip on TikTok of like, I guess Japan has something similar to like Halloween Horror Nights, but
Mhm.
it's with all like scary Japanese characters, and they were so unsettling. A lot of doll like kind of things going on, but it was just like people dressed up in these costumes and their movements.
Yeah.
I was like, Japanese really know how to do creepy really,
They
really
do.
well.
I think they do.
Yeah.
Looks good, Alma.
Yeah.
Looks good. So does the
Great
sus
job.
goblin on the other canvas, by the way.
Sus goblin.
So Scalpin. Oh, there's another.
On the second canvas. Click on the second canvas so everyone could see.
Oh,
on your main-
Episode 55.
I don't know how to switch. Hold on. I'm just,
On your
is
There
this
you go.
working now?
there you go.
Big
Alright.
titted
Sus
goblin.
Take old biddies.
Oh.
Awesome. Great job.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
That was a fun one. Fun prompt.
Yeah,
It's
this
fun,
was
yeah.
fun. Yeah, every time we do these, I'm like, what are we gonna make?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like I don't know. This feels like it's improv-y. Like
Mhm.
we have
Yeah.
no idea how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Sometimes I like look at the canvas. I'm like, oh, look at me. I drew something. How about
No,
that?
I like super proud that you did a body today.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah. It's all right.
No, that's good.
There's
Good
arms.
line
There's
work.
legs.
My line work's all shoddy. I was like, what am I
No, it's
doing?
not. Look at that
I mean,
that angularness you got on that elbow is like
That
very
elbow.
Yeah.
That
It's
elbow
cool.
could cut somebody.
And the knee that's the straight leg, the way the knee juts out, and then the calf immediately goes the other way is very nice.
yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Visually very appealing.
Thank you.
What is
It's like
Garg
boom,
saying?
boom.
Pull from the chaotic, draw long deck. That's what this is, isn't it?
This is from the
This is-
chaotic. Shout out to Anthony Wheeler.
Shout out Anthony Wheeler.
Shout out to good guy. I actually caught his stream the other day, which is actually part
cool.
of the conversation we're gonna have.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's end the stream.
Let's end the stream.
We need that tea. We need that tea.
Anyways, good guy. But thanks everyone for stopping
Well,
through. Appreciate you
Yes,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you,
thanks,
everyone.
everybody.
This was fun.
Come draw with us next time.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Alma, for joining
Garg.
us.
We're calling you out, Garg.
Oh yeah,
Kitty.
guard. Young Khan, you're always welcome.
Young
Yes.
Khan, come on.
Come on, man. Draw with us next time. Awesome.
Isn't he streaming though? He's always streaming too, though.
He's always streaming. He's either
Garg
streaming
says,
or
gosh, okay.
Yes, next week, Garg. We're holding you to it.
Got okay.
I'm
Cool.
gonna pull your arm, Garg.
Oh, he's eating.
Okay.
See, he's either streaming, eating, or lifting weights, and once in a while catch us. So
Sounds like a full schedule.
And he's
to me.
all out of weights.
it's all out of weights. It's like,
All right. Bye, everyone.
man.